I said, let me wait, so that I want to hear what he has to say before Kinto so. People the guy, they found him somewhere in Ogun State. Oti Bayare. Oti Beogunje. Oti Bayare. So you know what I was waiting for is for them to nab him and we hear from him. But I realized that's not going to happen because he has gone to where he sent his wife to. So I can't hear from him anymore. And I just feel the need to come and talk about it. I know if you have been following me for a while, you know that we have spoken about this particular topic not once, not twice, not thrice, as it saw severally. But one thing I realized is, Yoruba sọ wípé tí náà ò bá tán láṣọ, wọ́n sọ pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ kò kí ń tán lé èékánná ní nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀. And I know a lot of you will feel the same way I'm feeling because we are like-minded people here. Bí mo ṣe rí, in as Bí mo ṣe was sad that, another woman has, lost her life in something that can be avoided. You understand? Bí mo ṣe rí táànú ṣe ṣe mí, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni táànú ṣe ṣe mí, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni inú ṣe ń bí mi. I don't know. I'm feeling hungry from the inside. Like, why? Ìgbà wo wá ni àwa di ẹni tí kò náání ara wa mọ́? Like, how does it become so easy for us to be able to do away with one another like that? Like that. Especially people that are once in love. People that once said, go and give it to your dad in the kitchen. Give it to dad. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there. Dad, please. Say thank you. Moniko gbesi kitchen, mo ko ni ko gbesi kitchen ni. O ti wà lórí bí látànà. Oh, ṣó fẹ́ tea ni? Ṣé wọ́n ti? Èmi rò pé kó fẹ́ gbé wá kitchen ni o. Èmi ni mo ní kó gbé wá mi mọ̀ kó fẹ́ tea. Ṣé kí wá bá ṣe ni? So the way we just see me arawa o jowa lojumo anani arawa, in the heat of the moment, the next thing somebody wants to do, speechless. The next thing you want to do is like, okay, I don't know. And again, aside speaking about, DV, domestic violence and ups and downs of marriages and how, people find themselves where these people have found themselves, I want us to also talk about mental health. But I'll get there. Why I'm saying we should talk about mental health, we'll get there. So for those that have not seen the story, the couples that I've put up there, I'm sure you can see them because of small box, Timon Low sing. So I have to reduce skinny picture here. Please tell me you can see the picture. Let me know. Debo, request King Bay is okay, Bay, to disappear. Let me bring you up. Share, okay, you can see it. Sharing Kotimukoyen. Can you see what I've written, or you want me to change anything there?
Yeah, the font is the
font. Should I take that red off?
Yeah, take that red off, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Before I do that, Sister Debo, yesterday when I was talking about the raw food, a lot of people were saying, where is the person selling it? Where is this person selling it? A lot of times they cannot be here because I can decide to talk about them anytime. So sometimes they are here, sometimes they are not. But whenever I just, Timasheri woni bi by, Mama be was okay, so that if you have any question to ask, me or not see, I think it was House of Joy that was asking a question yesterday. I can't remember what her question was. But I said she should inbox me on inbox, but she didn't inbox. She didn't inbox me, so me moboya won't inbox you. So Sister Debo.
So hi guys, hope you can listen to us. Yes. This particular story is about this couple you have just seen on this on the platform. The picture you have seen there, a man and a woman. Yes, they said the man has been very violent all through. They live somewhere in Abeokuta in an estate, and they had a fight. About 3 days ago, the man beat his wife to Kpaid. You understand? The woman that you are looking at with 3 beautiful children, she still has a baby, and he beat her to you unlived her. You understand? Because of community guidelines, we need to know what we are saying. So after that, what next? The man ran away. They've been looking for the man, and just today we heard that he took his own life too. So
You need to call them
I am
rather.
just
Give them a
trying to do on YouTube, on TikTok, listening to Sisi Dupe's platform, because I'm not opening my platform today. I'm not just in the mood. But when I saw the story myself, it's been very, very touchy, because we talk about DV on this platform. On this platform, we talk about everything that's trending, especially when it comes to family issues and all that. And severally have warned us. It's not about a woman alone. It's not about women alone that are going through DV. Men too go through DV. According to the story, they said this man has always been a drunk. That is a drunk. He was a drunk. And so he's always, when he comes back from his activities, going out to get drunk, he gets home and becomes violent at home. And so that this is not the first time he's beating his wife. Let's see if I want to do so, like, this is not the first time, you understand, that he has been beating this woman. My advice to you all, and it has always been like that, why would you be in a relationship where daily you are being beaten? You are being battered almost every day. Even for the man himself, because I know DV doesn't really say it's only a woman that goes through it. So many men, especially here abroad that we are, that they are going through domestic violence. It's not because a woman is not beating you. Emotionally, a man can be down. And so we don't know what went wrong, what happened between this one that took the woman's life. But they said, according to the way he has always been, he went out and he came back. He was drunk as usual, and then got his wife beaten. That he beat, and the neighbors said that is how he has been beating his wife all through. That the violence has been going on for a very long time. This is not the first time that we beat her. The family, she has left the house severally, and she has been back because, of course, so many of us will always say you have to go back to your husband's house no matter what. You have to go back. This. So, but this particular one, she was there. She never came back. You understand? Because they said they had a fight. He beat his wife. He came home drunk. He beat his wife to death, and then he ran away. They have put his name out for, since last week, that for wanted. He has been on the wanted list. Today, they met him. He had committed by himself. He took his own life because of what? I'm sure the shame. You understand? Because you know the consequences of what you do. If you buy somebody, you are going to be paid too. Tó bá pààyàn, ó máa pa ẹ́ padà ni. There are no two ways to it. And you know what? It is the children that are involved in this marriage that you put into trouble. Tomorrow I will do a proper show where I will show myself, but tonight I want us to listen to TikTokers. Because the children that are involved in this marriage, look at this one now. I think the woman left 3 or 4 children. They said since they got married, the marriage has not been good at all. And because of what? They said it's just obsession. That the guy was so obsessed with her. He will accuse her of infidelity. He will accuse her of this. He will accuse her of that. Even though people said in the estate that the woman was very nice, that all the things the man was saying about her were not true. That he was just obsessed. You understand? So, my dear.
It's there because it's very clean,
So, there are times that because he was so obsessed, and he will always, anytime she goes out, he wasn't sure of himself. Insecurity on his own part. because he believes everybody is looking at the woman. You can see that she's very pretty. And the lady that talked about this thing, the woman that cried out, said, this picture is not even doing justice. That if we see the woman in real life, they are very beautiful. And then she has a toddler when this thing happened. And so you start wondering, what becomes of the children that you are going to leave when a thing like this happens? You know.
Beautiful.
So
Advert life is beautiful.
Adverts ni kini so many of them. I don't know the adverts, but you know, I'm not talking about adverts today because like this is a very serious matter. Ọkùnrin àti obìnrin, when you get married, and most of you will know when you meet yourselves, when you start even early, you will see the red flags. Red flags that look, this marriage that I am in, I've told you, you can be in a toxic relationship. You know, sometimes when you first get married, the marriage might be going through its teething period. Just like when you have little children and they are growing up, you have teething problem with children. You understand? That is, marriage also can go through its teething problem. But when a relationship, a marriage, you can have a troubled marriage, but not a toxic one. Troubled marriage is when you are going through your teething problem in marriage, because both of you are not from the same mother. Ìyá kan náà àti bàbá kan náà kọ́ ló bí yín, bàbá ọ̀tọ̀ ló bí mi, ìyá ọ̀tọ̀ ló bí mi. We are trained from different background. Some of you are from Muslim homes, while some are from Christian homes, and then you're coming together to get married. Mọ́ra yín rí. Surely you will have different behaviors, different characters that some might even amaze you. Like, even, you know, when you are dating, you don't know yourselves. Dating doesn't give you all the good part of the relationship, because ọkùnrin lè pretend, a man can pretend to you, or a woman can pretend to you when you are dating. But once you get married, that is when you start going through your time. You start finding out that this lady is not even what she pretends to be. And you know, we ladies, we can even pretend to come inside. So you start wondering, is this what I signed for? And then you start seeing certain things in that man. The man that has been pretending to be very giving becomes so stingy. So many things that you will have seen in that man, that now you're not feeling like, oh, this is not what I want, but you are in it. And so there are times that all you need is just counseling to ensure that the marriage works. Do you get me? There are times it's just counseling you need. And so you start off, and that is when you need people around you. Mostly women, you need your parents around you, your mother, that will tell you, look, èmi náà ti rí irú ẹ̀ rí, and all that. That is why I said a troubled marriage can be fixed, but a toxic marriage can never be fixed. The only thing that will happen to a toxic marriage is DEATH for either of you. Look at this lady. If they tell her maybe 31st of December they were still together, saying, oh, thank God we have seen a new year, she won't know that 2026 will be her year at the end of her life. Somebody that still has a baby, ọkọ jáde, ó wọlé, ó dẹ̀ lùpà, beat her to stupor to the point of death. Now, by the time they call paramedics, say we even have paramedics? By the time she gets to the hospital, she's gone. Ó ti kú. Ó wá di pé, sorry.
So if you call me or inbox,
Ó wá di pé ó ti kú. People that, and you know what? Mostly we don't recognize the difference between troubled marriage and toxic marriage. Tomorrow, by God's grace, I'm going to elaborate on what is toxic, what is just troubled marriage. When you are in a troubled marriage, like I told you, you have different opinions about things, and things can happen. Kehinde, Fisayo, how are you, ma'am? You know that she marry ni, bóyá she marry, like I said, any small problem in marriage, financial strain lè wà, ẹ lè má tètè bímọ, anything can happen. and then maybe one way or the other you'll be having issues. But when it becomes toxic, it is most especially when it becomes something that is physical. Mostly I discuss about emotional abuse because I know a lot. In fact, 90% of women here abroad, 90% of men abroad are going through emotional abuse because they are not able to come out and speak out. And because people do not really recognize emotional abuse, unlike physical, you're all welcome. Unlike physical, where everyone will see it. Oh no, people will see the scars on you and all that. But when it comes to emotional, nobody sees it, and it's deadly. Believe me. So a lot of men that we live, I know they are going through emotional abuse. But in Nigeria, mostly we see physical abuse more, especially on the part of the men to the women. This woman you are looking at and this man, both are not alive today. They were both alive last week. They did Happy New Year to everybody this year. But because of domestic violence, both of them are no more and they have left little children. The story we heard was that this lady, the man has always been a wife beater. Oh man, no. Àwọn ẹbí ti pọ̀ ọmọ ìpadà wálé kò lọ lé. Because of what? Because of her beauty. That because of her beauty, the man was so engrossed, the man was so obsessed, and he believes everybody, anytime she goes out, there is a problem. And so, on this particular occasion, she went out. By the time she came back, he went out, he came back drunk, and they said he was a drunk. By the time he came back, he started his beating affairs. But she man no. Over no. Until he took her life. And the lady that came out to speak out said the woman was a pleasant woman. Immediately, he knew that the woman was gone, that she was dead. He ran away and left Abeokuta, and they declared him wanted. Since that time, bó ṣe sá lọ nìyẹn o. Wọn ò bá rí Mr. Monu o. Today, he braved up and took his own life. What happens to the children left, my people? What happens? I've told you on my platform that what we do here is to learn. Wọ́n ní a máa ń fi ọgbọ́n ọlọ́gbọ́n kọ́ ọgbọ́n ni. You want to learn from others. May God never let them use our story to learn. Because this is something that we have been preaching all along. Don't wait until people, because most of you, it is about church. What would the people say in the church? Ayemi, my church, my pastor said we should stay. Osinachi's story is still there. And not only Osinachi. This woman now, with the toddlers that they have left, who will take care of them? That is the society we are in. Let's hear if they are talking about it on
that is the kind of Kpaid that this beautiful woman you are seeing here. Okay. You can see why it came out on Saturday. Look at this beautiful woman. This picture is not doing her justice. You know what? I'm coming. I will shake back. Sherry, this is the beautiful woman. Just check that woman out.
Very pretty.
That's the gorgeous woman that is no longer with us today.
Because of
as we speak, she's no longer with us. Just because Oloko, just because O decide Lassie give marriage a trial. That's why she's no longer here. And for some reason, she did not prioritize herself. I'm going to be Otoro Lafebarawa Sombileni. So let me apologize if it comes out harsh. But sometimes we just need to say the truth. And whichever way, tó bá ṣe fẹ́ rí lára wa, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbà bẹ́ẹ̀, is not intentional. So for me, to prioritize Are, to prioritize Are, maybe she will still be with us today. Now, there's somebody amongst us, I wouldn't name, there's somebody, Lara Wambi by, somebody that I love, somebody that always joins us, that gifts me. There was a time this auntie, I've seen her today, but I don't know if she's here now. Yes, you can, don't crunches. I've spoken to her. So she said whoever wants to do that should give her a call. So give her a call and tell her you are from me, because I don't know the agreement she has with other people. But Emi Sofupelori platform me that people might want to do 6 months. She actually said she can't do anything lesser than 6. But what she said is, you cannot, let's say, but to ban she 12 months ni 1 naira. And yeah, no one ni 6 months ni to ban she 12 months ni 10 naira. Only you should not automatically expect her to do 6 months for 5 naira. Show you. So if you want to do 6 months, she will tell you you don't buy my 6 months for you. Then you will now decide whether you want to go for 6 months or you want to go for 1 year. But give her a call, please. If you give her a call, she does not reply you, please inbox me immediately. Teba send the message, you see any of the vendors here and they are not replying you, or there is anything at all, inbox me. I will deal with it with immediate alacrity. Thank you. So, what was I saying? I said that she did not prioritize herself. To prioritize her, Ushima Walaye. But she example confirming that there is an auntie, of course, but she's somebody that I love. Toman Wasibi Bayi. That's her number there. Ibi Timoko Sparkling Beauty Makeover. Just check. Can you guys see the other box beside me? I purposely did it like that. Those are the numbers of all my plugs.
I'm not on today. I just
So sparkling wine is +1 240 573 1255.
I'm not in for that, okay? So
So that
let's just listen to them.
Cover
tomorrow I'll do a proper show on this particular topic, because DV is not something that is
expecting me today. Is that why my love there for me 12K? Even not just me in shako, like today me in shako. Usually it's 20K. So kilo shele gongo. She so pe ki ma wa, o just ma so fun pe mi wa ki ma wa. Ṣé nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ nìyẹn ni? Kilo shele. Ẹ ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀, ẹ ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ nǹkan tẹ́ máa ń ṣe, màá mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe nìyẹn. Ẹ ń ṣe ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Kilo shele, mo ti fẹ́ lo 1 hour. Mi ò dẹ̀ wọ 20K. Ọlọ́run á bá wa dé ṣùgbọ́n. Thank you in advance. So, auntie here some months ago, wọ́n wá bá mi nínú inbox. Wọ́n ṣàlàyé àwọn nǹkan fún mi. Mo wá èmi àti wọn, I'm trying not to give anything away. So èmi àti wọn ṣá wá sọ̀rọ̀. Àwa sọ̀rọ̀ ṣá about nǹkan tó sọ fún mi about àwọn àtọkọ wọn and the home. So but tell me àti wọ́n jọ sọ̀rọ̀. Bóyá ọjọ́ tí mo bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀, ìgbà tó wá di bóyá bí few days later, wọ́n wá pè mí. Wọ́n wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ mi. Wọ́n wá sọ pé pé mo ṣe pé bí as in ọ̀rọ̀ tá a jọ sọ yẹn pé àwọn ti ṣe báyìí bá ṣe jọ sọ. Ipe àwọn kàn ní káwọn dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ mi pé gbogbo nǹkan ti lọ dáadáa, pé everything ti wà okay. Mo ṣáà tún bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ṣá. I'm trying not to give anything away, so bear with me. Mo ṣáà tún bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ṣọ́. Inú wọn dùn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní pé kí n send the PayPal mi. Wọ́n ní kí n send the PayPal mi. Sáwọn mo send the PayPal mi, wọ́n fún mi ní nǹkan. I'm just trying to be open sí gbogbo yín. So wọ́n fún mi ní nǹkan, everything worked well. So that was months ago. Ìgbà tó wá yá níbi oṣù tó kọjá, torí ẹni tí mo máa ń rí dáadáa ní orí bíbá yìí ni. Ìgbà tó wá di bí oṣù tó kọjá, ìwà gbúrò wọn mọ́. Ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé mi, even though tí n bá wá nu inbox yín, mo mọ ẹni tí mi bá rí nínú ẹ̀yìn tèmi, I will know. Tí n bá ti wá live, you see me talking about it, pé mi ò rí lágbájá, So tí bá ṣàti wá life màá máa dárúkọ wọn pé mi rí ẹni yìí but mi kì í like kí n wá nu inbox because ìgbà míì ẹ kàn lè busy ni kò ń ṣe pé mi ìfẹ́ máa wá bí ẹni pé mò ń pressurize that you have to come because everybody is busy èmi náà ìgbà tó bá rọ̀ mí lọ́rùn ni mò ń wá so mi lè expect yín pé kẹ́yìn náà máa wá gbogbo ìgbà òun ni mi ṣe ń wá sínú inbox but mo máa ń dárúkọ so that I don't know I just name names whenever I see mi ṣàwárí àǹtí yẹn tí má ṣáà ti wá life màmá mi rí àǹtí lágbájá actually mọ́mì wà ní mi rí mọ́mì yìí mo rí mọ́mì lágbájá àǹtí kọ́ mò ń pè wọ́n pé mi rí mọ́mì yìí ìgbà tó wá di àná you know sometimes in as much as mi ní wá nu inbox yín màá máa sọ but ìgbà tí mo ti wá sọ online léraléra mi rí break light ẹni yìí mo wá worried fún wọn mo wá lọ sínú inbox wọn Bisiano welcome mo wá lọ sínú inbox wọn ní orí TikTok mo ní àǹtí ẹ má bínú usually I don't do this and that's the first I've ever done but I don't know why I just like mo ṣe lọ type nípa mi ò rí yín pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ mo miss yín o wetin happen wọ́n ṣe ní àwọn mo wá dà ṣe wà okay nígbà tí mo ro gbogbo ẹjọ́ tó máa ní ṣe wà okay wọ́n wá reply mi pé àwọn wà okay o ipe àwọn àti ọkọ àwọn tí oníkálukú ti lọ ń lọ ẹ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe sọ in short the thing that just tí mo kàn type síbẹ̀ is ha ni mo kàn ṣe because mo mọ nǹkan tá a jọ sọ I don't want to say anything but mo mọ nǹkan tó ń sọ fún mi and yes there is issue but ó tún náà nǹkan kan tó ń sọ tí mo fi wò pé nǹkan tó ní àtúnṣe ni so now tó wá sọ fún mi pé oníkálukú ti lọ nílò ẹ̀ ó ká mi lára mo ṣe mo kàn wá kọ síbẹ̀ pé it is well ọlọ́run á dúró tì yín ní ìsọjú yẹn lọ I know she will call me to talk to me when she's ready I don't push mo kàn kí wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mo dẹ̀ kúrò ń bẹ̀ so nínú mi láti àná yẹn she's on my mind látàná yẹn I almost want to pick up the phone and call her not because mo fẹ́ gbọ́ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ but I just wanted to talk to her and kí n kàn tiẹ̀ gbóhùn wọn kí n ṣe wà alright and everything but mo wò pé okay ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ sọ fún mi lánàá ni ẹ mọ̀ pé the fact that she has told me I don't know bóyá mo tún ti wake emotion kan mo wò pé jẹ́ kí n ní sùúrù díẹ̀ kí n tó pé wọn so when I now saw and this one has been going on when I now heard this morning ipe ọkọ ẹni yìí ti parẹ́ ọ̀dọ̀ àǹtí yẹn lọkàn mi wá lọ pé yes I feel bad pé mo fi ẹni ọkọ wọn sílẹ̀ but mo wá rò lọ́kàn mi pé is it not good okay Treasure AJ okay like I said I won't do it immediately màá ní sùúrù mi ní wá bóyá mi rí yín lọ́sẹ̀ kan ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́ta I won't come because you can be busy but mo promise ẹ̀yin tèmi tí n bá ti rí ní 4 shows 5 shows 2 weeks mi rí yín my inbox yín just to check ẹjọ tí n bá check on yín mo kàn ń béèrè àlàáfíà yín ni Ọlọ́run gbọ́ it's not because I'm saying you have to show your face but just checking up on you so ọkọ mi wá lọ sọ́dọ̀ àǹtí yẹn mo wá rò lọ́kàn mi pé ó yẹ kí n bá àǹtí ìdúpẹ́ ni ẹ mọ̀ as human the way tí mo ṣe feel fún wọn ìpè pé but later when I now saw this couple wọn ò pé ó yẹ kí n bá mọ́mì yìí dúpẹ́ ni pé ṣebí mo rí wọn bá sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn náà fẹnu ara wọn sọ fún mi wípé àwọn ti pín gàrí but she's alive telling me do you understand I now said to myself that I'm grateful that she's able to tell me dignity that she's able to tell me that this is what happened wọn á lọ sọkọ mi pé God forbid tó bá jẹ́ pé mo lọ send the message tí mi ò rẹ́ni dá mi lóhùn kọ́ tọ́tẹ̀ tí nǹkan ti ṣe because she wanted to remain inside that marriage by force by fire ibẹ̀ lọkàn mi lọ so I now mo wá readjust my feelings that you know what I'm grateful that she's still here whatever happens relationship will no end wọ́n ṣì wà ń bí báyìí ṣíṣe ò tán tó bá jẹ́ pé ọkọ títí wọ́n ṣì wà ń bí kan bẹ̀ yẹn Ọlọ́run máa gbé wọn pàdé ara tó máa mọyì wọn immediately ọkàn mi kàn I just felt at ease for her and I said tomorrow Sunday I'm going to call àti pé time difference ìlú tó wà Australia náà wà time difference mo máa check the time difference to know àbí kí n send the message that when is it good to call you so I can talk to her why tí mo ṣe sọ gbogbo story fún yín ni wípé Kò sí ẹni náà that prays. Èmi ò personally. Ìyá ẹgbẹ́ ṣe wà ń bẹ̀. Abẹ́ mọ̀ pé request.
Okay.
See tọkọtìyàwó, when they come together to say wọ́n fẹ́ wed, kò sí anybody tó bá wà around wọn. God forbid you me mo tó bá lọ́ta ló kù. But for every reasonable human being around them, everybody will be happy for them, and everybody will wish that we'll be back to celebrate 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. That is what we all pray for. But nítorí wípé èní la mọ̀, kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ la. Ìyá Ìbejì, welcome. Torí pé èní la mọ̀, kò séèyàn tó mọ̀ ọ̀la. Torí ẹni mi kì í blame anybody for any decision that anybody wants to take when it comes to their marriage. But in a situation whereby you are in a marriage as a woman, tí ọkùnrin yẹn tó ń fi ojoojúmọ́, I know we are going to get there. People will say, kí ló dé, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. But I have always said it on this platform, and I will say it again. I am not saying that every woman is perfect. Anida ń gbáná ṣókó lórí o. Àwa kan kọ́ ló ń ṣàánú wa ni o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ o. Àwọn obìnrin míì wọn gbádùn, wọn fi ṣe ká o. Ó rẹ̀ wọ́n díẹ̀ o. I won't dispute that. But if you as a man, you see that you can no longer undo your wife due to a reason that is justified to you. You can no longer take it. She's doing things you don't like, or she's acting something, or her behavior is making you irrational. Her behavior is making you behave in a way that you usually wouldn't have behaved. I am not blaming anybody now. Sometimes the people in our lives can make us get angry and change kadara. So kikadare, Mama Jamie, welcome ma. Kikadare ma ba change láti ọwọ́ ìyàwó àbí látọwọ́ ọkọ. That is why there is something called separation. That is why it is okay. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ lọ. Like I said, nobody prays for it. A máa ń gbàdúrà ni kó jẹ́ forever. But tí ó bá wá ní jẹ́ forever yẹn, kọ́kọ́ kó mórí lọ. Kíyàwó kó mórí lọ. Do you get what I'm saying? Tó bá ti ń di wípé kíyàwó máa wo ọkọ bí ẹni pé ó fẹ́ ràn Ọlọ́run. Kọ́kọ́ máa wo ìyàwó bí ẹni pé ó fẹ́ ràn Ọlọ́run. That atmosphere is not where you should stay. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. That atmosphere kò kí ń ṣe ibi tó yẹ kó o dúró sí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ. Tí ìfẹ́ bá ti tán, tí ìfẹ́ bá ti yí tó ti di tí ìfẹ́ bá ti di hatred, ẹ máa lọ lu ara yín. Nǹkan tí mo sọ yóò ń ká mi lára. Ẹ wo ọmọbìnrin bó ṣe fine. Ẹ wo ọmọbìnrin bó ṣe fine tó dọmọ mẹ́ta sílẹ̀. Now ọmọ wọn ti dọmọ lọ́mọ. Kò sí ìyá, kò sí bàbá. Ọmọ wọn ti di ọmọ lọ́mọ lórí kíni. Is it not better? Tọkùnrin yẹn bá lọ ń lò ẹ. Is it not better? Tíyàwó yẹn bá lọ ń lò ẹ. Tọ́jọ́ ń gbúrò ara wọn lókèrè. Tó ń pàdé ara, tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ just because of ọmọ tó dà wọ́n pọ̀. Tọkọ tó lọ wóbìnrin nífẹ̀ẹ́ tó mọ̀ wúlò ẹ̀. Tíyàwó tó lọ wọ́kùnrin nífẹ̀ẹ́ tó mọ̀ yí ẹ̀. Tó ní kálukú dẹ̀ wà láyọ̀ àtàlàáfíà. Ṣé kò dáa ni? Ṣé ojoojúmọ́ la máa wá sí online? And I felt the need to talk about this today because I see a lot of women coming online to talk about their abusive marriage and I will play everything for you. Coming online to talk about their abusive marriage and what their husband has done to them. And they are still inside that marriage as we speak. Olóbìnrin kan tó gbé ojú ẹ̀ wá sí online tó lẹ gbogbo nǹkan mọ́ ojú ẹ̀ báyìí mi mọ̀ TikTok ní jẹ́ fi hàn yín kó má gbé lẹ̀ mi bá fi hàn yín. Ọkùnrin yẹn báyìí ó fọ́ gbogbo ojú ẹ̀ náà lẹ́pa báyìí. Wọ́n sọ pé ó ti padà sọ́dọ̀ ọkùnrin yẹn as we speak. Wọ́n sọ pé ó ti padà sọ́dọ̀ ọkùnrin yẹn as we speak. I know a lot of times we always talk about health professionals tẹ wá bí mo mọ̀ pé a ṣe máa sọ débi pé ẹ kò ṣe àwọn náà ìskìníkan syndrome ìskìníkan syndrome ẹ jọ syndrome tẹ ẹ bá ní syndrome tẹ̀yin náà mọ̀ pé ó lè gbẹ̀mí yín ṣé kò dáa kẹ́ ẹ sá fún syndrome yìí.
Àbí tó fún mi. Ó yá.
Àwọn tó máa ń request tó mọ̀ pa wọn request tí bá tún gbé wọn bọ́lẹ̀ wọn á ní mo gbé àwọn bọ́lẹ̀. Ìyá ẹgbẹ́ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi mute ma. Mo gbé yín sílẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ because mi sure bóyá request ni. Thank you ma. Mama Jamie, thank you ma. So I am going to tell you the story. And why I am telling you this story is because I want us to learn. The fact tabashi mi, tabashi wà lórí ilẹ̀ ayé, ta mi, tí ẹlẹ́mi ò tí gbà ẹ̀mí lẹ́nu wa, we will be learning. A máa máa kọ́gbọ́n lójoojúmọ́ ni. Kọ́lọ̀ wá jẹ́ ká gbọ́n. Kọ́lọ̀ má ṣe wá gbogbo wa pátápátá tá wà bí ni mò ń bá wí mi èèyàn kọ sílẹ̀ o. Kọ́lọ̀ má sọ gbogbo wa di adọ́rùn mọ́ òótọ́. Because a lot of people want to do Baba God, no and there will be no way for them to turn back the hands of time. Hence why, when I say this kind of a thing, I will keep talking. Even if it means I will be talking about it every week, I will keep talking. I will keep talking. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè mọ̀ wò bí ọlọ́mọ. Kò sí ẹni náà tó lè mọ̀ wò bí ọlọ́mọ láyé. Ìwọ àzóbìnrin. Oh, do ẹ̀mí ẹ for the sake, tó bá do ẹ̀mí ẹ for the sake of yourself. Kí ló dé tó ní do ẹ̀mí ẹ for the sake of your children? Tí o bá wò wípé kò sí owó mind láti máa lọ, o ti gbàgbé wípé ó ní àwọn ọmọ kan tí wọ́n ti abẹ́ ẹ̀ jáde and they are your responsibility until tí wọ́n máa fi tójú bọ́. So I always say to parents that aside you looking after yourself for yourself, look after yourself for your children. Because kò sí ẹ̀wọ̀ máa ṣe bí ìyá máa ṣe bí bàbá. Kò ń ṣe pé ìkà ni wọ́n o. Máa ṣe bí ìyá máa ṣe bí bàbá. Wọn ò wicked o. Ó wu àwọn tó fẹ́ ṣe bí ìyá. Ó wu àwọn tó fẹ́ ṣe bí bàbá. Ó wù wọ́n láti inú wá kí wọ́n ṣe o. But omi ló pọ̀jọ́ ká lọ o. Máa ṣe bí ìyá máa ṣe bí bàbá. Tó ní kí ló ti ń pè ápù ẹyọ kan. Máa ṣe bí ìyá máa ṣe bí bàbá tó ní ápù ẹyọ kan. Ó dẹ̀ ní ọmọ mẹ́rin. Ápù ẹyọ kan péré dẹ̀ lóní. Ó wá ní àwọn ọmọ tó fẹ́ ṣe bí ìyá fún. Ó ní àwọn ọmọ tó fẹ́ ṣe bí bàbá fún. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ṣé á fi àwọn ọmọ títí ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ni? Ṣé á gé ápù yẹn fún àwọn ọmọ tó fẹ́ ṣe bí ìyá fún ni? Life is prioritizing. Ápù kan ló wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Á kọ́kọ́ gé ná, á fún fáwọn ọmọ títí ẹ̀. Not because ó wicked, but ìwọ̀nba nǹkan tó ní nìyẹn. Kò dẹ̀ lè gé ápù yẹn kó fún àwọn máa ṣe bí bàbá máa ṣe bí màmá. Kọ́mọ títí ẹ̀ má jẹun. Àwa ayé náà la máa bu pé ṣé ó ṣí ere ni. Ó fa àwọn ọmọ ẹlẹ́ ó lọ ṣe bí ìyá fọ́mọ kan. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that is why I always say to parents, ẹ jẹ́ á tọ́jú ara wa for the sake of ourselves and our children. Ẹni ẹlẹ́ni ò ní gbà ṣe ìkọ̀kọ̀ ṣe nínú wa lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ọwọ́ tó ṣẹ́gun sí wa ló máa jẹ́. Ọwọ́ tó ṣẹ́gun sí wa òun ló máa jẹ́ lágbára Ọlọ́run. Tẹ́ bá ti rí traces wípé ìyàwó yín ó ti fẹ́ di wèrè o. Tẹ́ bá ti rí traces wípé ọkọ yín wèrè rẹ̀ o, ẹ má dúró o. Kò sí kankan nínú wa ká máa rìn lọ́sìn tí wèrè máa bọ̀ tó fẹ́ ṣe hate sí wa, a máa mírí ni. A máa mírí, but because wèrè tó wà nulẹ̀ yẹn ó wọṣọ, ó sì ń wọṣọ, ó sì ń ṣoúnjẹ fún oúnjẹun, ló ṣe wò pé wèrè lè ṣe manage, wèrè ni wèrè á máa jẹ́. Tẹ́ bá rí traces wèrè ẹ má dúró. Àbí ṣé ni tó mú ọ̀bẹ tó ṣe gbà. Áìdà kẹ́ni yẹn ti ní wèrè tipẹ́tipẹ́, àbí kó jẹ́ temporary wèrè tó sáré wo orí ẹ̀ ni. You don't wait, you don't hang around. I'm coming. Let me. Can you mute? LIB, bá mi mute. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú kinní? Wàá save nǹkan, kò dẹ̀ ní save. Kí ni gbogbo eléyìí? It's nonsense. Mo save ẹ̀. Very sure pé mo save ẹ̀. Ayola, Ayawale. I saved it. What did people want to
Anyowale to death. President of the River Valley Estate, Ujudu Pega, gave account of what they witnessed at the crime scene.
My name is Oluwafemi. So, heard the woman's voice from my own apartment.
Good night, baby. Love you. So, apparently, Mr. Ayola Anyowale was found already gone today. And after tea, Kpaid, what do I come? Balekunde.
Sister Dupe, give him a kiss now. Just give him a kiss now. Good night kiss.
Let me continue my show. So, they said he was found today. So after he Kpaid his wife, he ran away. And they were looking for him for a few days now. They now found him somewhere in Ogun State. He allegedly, took his own life. So they said Anyowale allegedly stabbed his wife and mother of his 3 children to Kpaid on Thursday, January 8th, in their apartment. After what some describe as a heated argument. Now I want you to hear this. Neighbors in the estate said they heard loud noise from the compound of the couple and quickly rushed in, only to find her in her own red liquid. And they had to rush her to the hospital. They mentioned that they quickly mobilized and rushed her. They said while on their way that she demanded for water as well, and has asked what happened between herself and the husband. And she said it wasn't up to 5 minutes that she arrived from work that the husband pounced on her. That was what she said today, that she just came back from work. The husband pounced on her. She's not here. The husband is not here. That cannot be verified. But that is what is Towani online. So they said the doctor mentioned that she was 3 times, and one of it was very close to her lungs, and it affected her breathing, hence why she left. The distraught neighbors mentioned that the accused later came into the house. After they rushed the wife to the hospital, he came back into the house and cleaned the house, according to what they said. I'm still going to play, I want to one bit for you, you will hear from them. So the brother of the deceased said that the accused let me be using star. The accused star the sister 5 times on her, Jesus Christ, on her breast, her back, her chest, in the presence of her 3 children. In the presence of her 3 children. You see? Because mo ṣe pé wèrè yẹn sìn, ẹ̀yin kan lè wà kẹ́sọ́ wípé Sisi Dúpẹ́ kò kì í ṣe wèrè. Ṣé wèrè kọ́ lẹni tí ó máa ṣe ìyàwó ẹ̀ yamayama in the presence? You did that to your children while your children were watching you. See, irú trauma wo làwọn ọmọ yẹn fẹ́ wá as we speak now? The children that watched their dad did that to their father. What do you think is going on? How do you think they are feeling right now? Then later they found out that their dad is no more too. So they said, all in the presence of her 3 children, barely 12 hours after the crime, the accused husband was found gasping for breath in an open field somewhere in Ogun State. He was subsequently pronounced gone by medical doctors. Item recovered at the scene was a bottle suspected liquid substance. Now, let me play you a video.
from our own compound, and we try to even rush out to come and see what is going on.
Because both the husband and the wife, they are not here. We can't hear from them. But these are their neighbors. I want us to hear from their neighbors. You understand? And I see a lot of comments. Maybe it's our neighbors, it's in sorrow. And I see a lot of people saying, oh, and you neighbors, you are hearing all this noise. Every day you hear him beat his wife. What did you do? Let's talk about that too. Do we hold our neighbors, that responsibility? And if we do, what kind of responsibility do we hold our neighbor? Are we expected to do something as a neighbor? If yes, we are expected. What exactly are we expected to do? We'll talk about that.
By the time we got to their main gate, we already met her on the pool of blood. Already collapsed. So we have about 4 or 5 of us guys. We just quickly rush her.
Mr. Ayola Anyowale has been declared wanted after stabbing his wife, Mrs. Ganiyat Ayobami Anyowale, to death. Residents of the River Valley Estate, Ojudu Bega, gave accounts of what they witnessed at the crime scene.
My name is Wowan. So we heard the woman's voice from our own apartment, from our own compound, and we tried to even rush out to come and see what is going on. By the time we got to their main gate, we already met her on the pool of blood, already collapsed. So we have about 4 or 5 of us guys. We just quickly rush her to the hospital with the woman. We now have to take her to Gifted Hands Medical Hospital, Wowan. And when we were even going that midnight, that yesterday night, so she was asking for water. She was trying to say, what is our offense to our husband? I said, we just try to calm her down that she shouldn't say anything because of the volume of blood that she has lost. So before we got into hospital, she couldn't say anything again, but we quickly rushed her to the hospital. And then not quite up to 5 minutes that we got her to the hospital that she gave up.
Yes, my name is Kusayo. I'm a neighbor to the deceased. She's a sister, a church member. So last night, about 8 p.m., I heard a voice that really echoed. And I rushed out of the house asking what was the noise about. So I was told that it was my neighbor, Ayobami, that the husband stabbed her. So I was asked to bring out the car so we can rush her to the hospital to save her. So when we got there, she was lying on the floor, soaked in blood. So we had some men, 4 men that carried her. By the time I drove towards them, they put her in the car. But then she was trying to explain. I told her to just keep calm so that she can save her strength. So she was requesting for water. We didn't give her. And we got to the hospital. They rushed her into the hospital. About 5 minutes later, they were trying to resuscitate her actually. And due to the wound, the particular one was so deep that affected her lungs. And I think they said blood entered through her nose and she could not breathe again, and they were trying to resuscitate her, and in the process she didn't make it. So we were there last night. We embalmed her and we came here this morning to go to the crime scene. We noticed that the husband came thereafter to clean up everywhere. He mopped everywhere, put the mattress outside because it rained last night. So that is all I could say.
The deceased brother also speak with the press.
My name is Moritala Shubadi. I'm the elder brother to the deceased, which is Ghanaians Ayobami Anyowale, who her husband stabbed to death last night. I was in my office in Ikate last night when I got a call from my sister that her husband stabbed her. And the call came from her.
So she was even still able to call. She was able to call her husband when it first, her brother when it first happened. Huh?
From our first daughter, Benisiri Anyowale. He stabbed in the presence of her 3 kids. The first one is 13, the second born, Debari is 8. It's 8 or 7, and the last one is Mirasola is 3. So they were together when he stabbed him. So he stabbed him 5 times. He stabbed him in the chest, stabbed him in the also on her breast, stabbed him on her back rather. So she had to just use her strength to walk outside here. When she now make.
You can imagine the trauma for those children. The children were present. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn ojú ìyá wọn ni bàbá yìí ṣe gún ìyá wọn pa ní ojú ìyá wọn. You can imagine the trauma. Do you think those children will get out of that trauma forever? It will forever remain in their hearts. Me, mobile ọmọ yẹn ṣe fẹ́ live life after this. Please, when you are in any relationship that is as toxic as this man's own, leave.
I can't find her there. Where is she? They took me to another room. I just saw a lifeless body on the bed, dead. We had to go to the police station, nearby police station, which is we were to drive police station, so she's dead. So they gave her the death certificate and the letter for the police report rather. So from the police, we took her to the Ebony
made attempt to kill the elderly blind man with sniper after pouring it in a cooked soup meant for the old man. Anyowale made
Bama, so she's there.
In addition, house help to an elderly man who is a neighbor said Mr. Ayola Anyowale made an attempt to kill the elderly blind man with sniper after pouring it in a cooked soup meant for the old man.
Yesterday I was inside the kitchen. I was cooking. Actually, the mom was not around. The mom was not around.
Hello, Mama Jaffe. With the local. Hello, Mama Jaffe with the Yahoo.
So he came when I was inside the kitchen cooking. He came to me yesterday and called me outside. He called me, he said I should come outside. He called me the first time. I went outside. He was asking me that have I ever seen his wife with any man outside? I said no. Because
ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin, ẹ má bínú. Tẹ́ bá suspect ìyàwó yín pon cheat. Tí ẹ mú báyìí. See the fact pé ẹ suspect yẹn, ó ti wá affect mental health yín. You know, sometimes there are men that they are hearing feeling that their wife is cheating, but they are unable to catch their wife rather than they're cheating. But that thing will stick in their brain and ẹjọ́ sí Lloyd kí lóyìnbó yẹn téèyàn bá wà òyìnbó wọn náà máa ń lò fún àǹtí Auto Bola yẹn. Please give me that English. Paranoid. Tó ti wá jẹ́ kẹ́ wà paranoid, you can as well just step out. Ẹ jẹ́ kó bìnrin yẹn máa lọ. Tí paranoia bá ti wọ̀, ipò ń cheat. Tẹ̀sí ń wò pé tọkùnrin kan bá ti kọjá, tẹ́lẹ̀ kọjá tẹ̀ wò pé àpẹẹlẹ ti lọ lára ìyàwó mi. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ lọ seek help. Àbí kẹ́ jẹ́ kó bìnrin yẹn máa lọ. Kí lẹ́yìn náà fi wèrè ṣe tó bá jẹ́ títà níyàwó yín lóòótọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ó máa lọ ẹ má pa á.
God always fight for us. And if we go out,
Fly free. Did you just join my show? This is not gender-based. I've always said husband, wife. You see in this thing, I said RIP in advance to those in toxic marriage. I know we are talking about a woman. I purposely did not put woman. I said those, which means either a man, either a woman. This is not gender-based. I said if you are married to Were can be a man, Were can be a woman. if you are married to were, let that were go before kí wèrè yẹn tó sọ̀wọ́ náà di wèrè. Tú wèrè sílẹ̀ jẹ́ kí wèrè máa lọ, kí wèrè má di méjì.
To go and buy the food. She always take me there where she will buy everything. She will buy everything. After she will buy everything, she will come back home. I will buy everything, she will come back home together. Me, I don't see her with anybody. I've not seen her with anybody. When he asked me, that was what I told him. So he left. He went back again. When I came back inside, when I came back inside the kitchen, he still come back again the second time. He called me. I went outside. He removed one inside his pocket. He wanted to give me. He's telling me that I should run away that night. I was about to do something bad for that. He didn't mention his wife. He only mentioned that yes, I was about to do something bad. He wanted to give me the money. I said no.
So the first person he attempted to buy, because now Orishirishi is on social media. I purposely look for this one that we are hearing from the mouth of those that are there. This is house help to an elderly man that they live together in the same building. So it was this elderly man that the man first tried to buy. The man went to the Omodo. This is the house help of the elderly man that lives in the same compound with them. Because they called him elderly man, which means wodagba. So now the question is, was he suspecting that the wife was doing anything with the elderly man? Because I don't understand why he wants to buy. Because it was the man's house help that he wanted to bribe. He told the house help that he brought out money, gave it to the house help, that take this money and go. Because he told the house help that I want to do something tonight and I don't want you to be there. House help, that the house help should go. So the house help said she refused to go. And that was the only saving grace of that man. Because he found his way into the man's kitchen and he poured something into the pot of soup of that man. So it was the old man that he had tempted to buy. And why I'm saying, is this suspecting the old man of having anything to do with the wife? Is because the house help said he asked him twice that, is my wife cheating on me? Have you seen my wife with any other man? Question again that please tell me the truth. That's because usually sometimes when the girl says sometimes when the wife want to go shopping, that she goes with the wife. So the girl now said, he said to the man that, your wife, I don't know anything about cheating. Whenever I go out with your wife to go and buy something, we always go straight to where we are buying something and we come back home. So me, I don't know anything. Then he came back again to ask the girl. He now attempted to buy the old man. So is he suspecting that the old man was doing anything with the wife? Is it because he was unable to buy the man because this girl caught him where he was putting something in the pot of soup? And the girl alerted the old man that don't eat this pot of soup with this. So is it that anger? Is that why he now went to the wife, probably to go and ask the wife, oh yeah, tell me the truth or whatever? And that's why I said we are also going to be talking about mental health. We are going to get there.
I want to stay with daddy. He gave me the money. I refused to collect the money. He was insisting for me to collect the money. I said no. It was just telling me that he was about to do something with my dad. If I do not collect this money and leave, that this thing is going to affect him. I said no. I did not collect the money. He found the money back inside his pocket. He left. When he left, I came back inside again. I was still doing some things inside the kitchen. I feel avoiding and food, cooking. It's only meant for me to do small things for me to please serve daddy. He called me the third time again. I went outside. I met him. He said, I want to speak to daddy. I wanted to talk to daddy. I then went outside. He said I should go and meet his children inside. I I went to go and meet them. He came inside the kitchen. When he was entering, I saw him. He poured the sniper inside.
So the snipers, you know, Eja
I
Titus.
I saw when he was coming because the daughter said he sent out to go and buy the sniper.
He sent this 13-year-old daughter to go and buy sniper.
She gave it to him and he came inside the kitchen and poured the sniper inside. I said, yes, sir. And the water. So he left. He came back inside the room and called me. He said I should come back. My grandpa is calling me. I came back. I wasn't thinking that I was this spoken to daddy. When I came back, they said I was not perceiving the smell of the soil. I was thinking that it's gas that is smelling. So I just left. I wanted to come and meet him. I heard mommy screaming. And she came back immediately at that time. I heard she screamed. I run outside. When I run and go and meet him outside. I saw him eating and hit her like about 3 times. He was using his hand eating her. I do not see which. Yes, he hit her like about 3 times. And then immediately, he removed his hand the last time. He ran away and left. Then I was even thinking that he was beating her. I don't know. She stood up, she started breathing on the floor. She was not breathing on the floor. And with that, I don't recognize it. So she stood up and walked in outside. She walked outside. She went outside the gate. She was not begging. She used her hand to beg someone. One man like this, like she would help her. Because I was actually looking for this thing that would come and carry her and take her outside. From there, that was when she lied down. She started breathing. That was when I now saw the dissing on her. That's what happened yesterday.
The case has now been reported at Ojudu Abiodun Police Station.
So according to the neighbors, it is not the first time, it's not the second time, it is not the third time that they always hear the woman screaming whenever this husband is beating her. It's not the first. And even according to one of the neighbors, they said they have gotten so used to it that if this particular noise was, you know the noise of when somebody is putting a sharp object inside of you, that noise will be different. They said it was because this noise was kind of different. That was why they came out. They said usually they no longer bother to come out because, when you have a neighbor like that is their that's the way they operate. You kind of get used to it. That want to bury. You just continue doing what you are doing because you believe Boshen. So the neighbors know them. And no Yushen Kamila Rape, tí neighbor bá mọ̀ pé bó ṣe ń ṣe nìyẹn, which means pé ìwọ ìyàwó tó wà nínú relationship yẹn, ìwọ ọkọ tó wà nínú relationship yẹn, can you not see what is going on? Ṣé ìgbà téèyàn ń ṣalára má mọ̀ yà that they will be beating you and apologizing, then beating you and apologizing until now you are no more. Fee Spicy, you were asking that hope they have arrested the husband. The husband too have taken his has unalive himself. He ran away. When they eventually found him the next day, he has taken I think the remaining of the remaining of the sniper that he wanted to put inside the pot of soup for the old man in their building, he decided to use the rest on himself and is no longer here. Now, collateral damage in Kotoshele. Who are the collateral damage of this situation? The children. I want money collateral damage by because those children are no longer with us. They are not here. Their parents are no longer with us. The father is not here. The mother is not here. Omusheni, she ma she bi baba le dabi baba. She ma she bi ya le dabi ya. And because today, I will play it for you. I now saw 2 other women that are in the same situation. One of them apparently came online on Facebook, made a video to say, this is what my husband did to me. And you will see it. I can't show you. It's very gory. What the husband did to her, like this, like this of her face, like this. One bubaini. And I'm hearing today, that she's back with the man. That's why I'm just thinking in my head. Is this not RIP waiting to happen? Let's be sincere. Is it not RIP waiting to happen? Because a woman that is beating you or that is making you feel miserable, a woman, because sometimes abuse from a woman might not be beating. It might just be that they are making your life miserable. They are making you feel depressed due to whatever they are doing. And you stay in there. Why are we allowing ourselves to waste away for waiting? I know it's not easy. There is no money. There is complaint here and there. But believe me, kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ kánjú lọ. Prioritize yourself. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Look at this beautiful woman, torí Ọlọ́run, no longer with us. And from what I can pick from Ikotosoyi, from what I can pick, the husband, because I will not come here and tell you the woman cheated, because there are no both here. We can't hear from them. But we know from what we have heard that the husband was suspecting her of cheating. That's how we know. We can say. I cannot say the woman cheated. But yes, the husband suspected her and even was suspecting the old man in the building and was trying to buy the old man in the building. Let's be sincere. Let's be sincere. Kò sẹ́ni tó gbàdúrà to be cheated on. No woman prayed to wake up one day and you hear your husband is, banging another woman. No man want to wake up one day and you want to hear that your woman is banging another man. Nobody prays for it. But anything can happen. If your woman is cheating and you cannot take it, let her go. If your man is cheating and you cannot take it, let her go. Instead of you to buy somebody or be paid. Because now they are both not here. We can't even know the full story now because they are not here. They are not here. And now a 13-year-old, 8-year-old, and a 3-year-old, they are now orphans. They are now orphans. Yati baba nwogon o easy kama sokeji. Now won ni ya won ni baba. Won ni ya won ni baba. Yes, I know we are going to get to where we say it's not their fault, they are going through kinikon, but we hear it every day on social media. Okay, I'm telling you about a lady that came to show us her face. That came to show us her face. She's back with the husband. Tomorrow now, God forbid anything happened to her. They will now say, sometimes when marriage is something, you need to wait it out. See if the man will change. See if the woman will change. Some people, even this day and age, watching so we pay, the church don't allow it. I heard one today where the lady was saying the church that she goes to, that the church is always coming to settle fight for them. And now, to those of you elders or pastors in the church, God will ask you, all of you that will always go to the homes of where women are being battered, that will always go to the home of where men are being emotionally abused, and you go there and say to them that don't leave each other out, it's for better for worse, so the Bible does not allow it to, and you preach to them to stay together. Their blood is going to be on you, those churches. Because I don't understand. It can never make sense to me. Because if we are saying, with the inception of social media, these are not people that lived in one village that don't have social media. These are people that have access to phone. They have access to internet. So they see things every day. This woman see that women are buying in the hands of their abusive husband. So why do you think yours is different? Why do you think yours is different? Only lady koba ino ngba kan, mo ti gbagbe nkan to nta to wa sórí kíní. Òun náà ti padà sọ́dọ̀ ọkọ ẹ̀ sìn. The husband was beating her. She's back with the husband. And when people were now upset with her that, after what this man has done to you, she started abusing everybody online. That if she leaves the man, she will feminine. And I'm like, oh my God. Is it because of the desperation of, you want to be in husband's house? That is why you go and put your head in something that might take your life. We can do better now. If you don't want to live for you, live for your children now. Ẹ wo àwọn ọmọ mẹ́ta yẹn sìn. Ẹ wo àwọn ọmọ mẹ́ta yẹn. Wọ́n ti dọmọ aláìníyà. Wọ́n ti dọmọ aláìní bàbá. This is so sad. Oh Lord, anytime it's so sad. Because it doesn't have to happen. I will allow people to talk now, but I want to talk. If you are, as I'm speaking now, if you are under the sound of my voice, let me talk. Pastor Sheman Soro. If you are under the sound of my voice, you're hearing me now, as a man and as a woman, you are in an abusive, toxic marriage, and you are thinking it will get better, that things will get better, that you are praying and you are fasting, and that man is still beating you, and that woman is still playing on your emotion. Please, my brother, my sister, don't allow your story to end up like this couple. Live to live. Live to live. Emi o láàárọ̀. Don't even think about what will happen when you leave. Live first. Emi tó bá wà. When you have your life, that is when you can make plan. If you want to sit down with the current plan you have, you don't want it to change because you're thinking about, if I leave this man, who is going to pay the school fees of the children? Now you are not here. So the problem, because I hear a lot of women, I have seen a lot of women in abusive marriage that will say, I cannot leave because when I leave, nobody, because I know when I leave now, this man will no longer pay the children's school fees. This man will no longer do this. This man will no longer do that. That is your reason for staying. If at the end of the day, you now lose your life, if at the end of the day, you now lose your life, now sit down, think about it. You know that fear that you had that is making you stay in that marriage. That fear will now happen, but there will be nobody to mitigate it because you are no longer there. Because when you stay, because àwọn míì máa sọ wípé mi ìfẹ́ lọ dọ́mọ tọ́ wọ́n sọ fún àwọn single mother tó bá dọ́mọ tọ́ àwọn ọmọ yẹn ń ṣe oríire. I'm staying with this bad human being. I'm staying with this madman. I'm staying with this mad woman because I want my children to be brought up in a 2-family home. Are you crazy? Are you okay? You want your children to be o fẹ́ tọ́ wọn nínú ilé tí ọkùnrin àtobìnrin wà. The fact pé ọkùnrin àtobìnrin wà nínú ilé does not make it a normal family. Kò mean pé inú ilé yẹn ó wà conducive fọmọ yẹn láti dàgbà. Ó better. I know it's not good when children are going from one, maybe stay with their mom today, stay with their mom tomorrow. I will take it. Instead of them not to have mom or have dad, or for them not to have one mom or not. Because in most cases, even if the man did not buy himself, the man is going to end up spend the rest of his life. So at the end of the day, the children will still be by themselves. So is it not better? Co-parents. Like I said, nobody wants that. Everybody is praying for every marriage to last forever. But if it's not going to last forever, so be it. If the marriage will not last forever, you allow yourself to last forever for yourself and for your children. I know Mama saw, because I have a platform. I will keep saying it. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín, ṣebí story kan ni mo sọ fún yín nígbà tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí. Thank you, my teen law is Orungbe Onigbe. Thank you sis. Ṣebí story kan ni mo sọ fún yín, èmi tí mo bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà tí wọ́n ní issue, ni mo bá àǹtí yẹn sọ̀rọ̀. And I was happy. She called me back. Few weeks, I said everything was fine. I didn't hear from her for a long time. And I started thinking, usually I always see her here. She's my person. Because I couldn't take it anymore. Yesterday, I sent her a message. Auntie, I've not seen you. What's going on? Hope you're all right. That's when she replied me, she's not all right. So she said, that thing I discussed that time, at the end of the day, I had to let him go. And my heart just sank like, But when I now saw this and saw some other things, I said to myself that, you know what? I'm glad I'm able to send her a message. I'm glad she's able to reply me. I was happy for her. At the end of the day, I was happy for her because I sent her a message and she replied me. What if I sent her a message and I did not hear reply? What if she had insisted on staying in that marriage and she's not here with me and I couldn't have that conversation with her? What if? What if? My darling sisters, live to live nítorí Ọlọ́run. Because a lot of times, àwọn obìnrin náà máa ń pa lọ́wọ́ ọkọ wọn. I am sorry. I'm not saying men don't go through it too. But when you look at the percentage of one partner that takes the life of another partner, it's always the man taking the life of the woman. I am not here to say that women are saints. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n lá ọ̀rọ̀ mi. I am not saying that women are saints. I have seen instances where the woman pushed the husband. I remember very well, though everybody's opinion can differ. Everybody's opinion can differ on that. Yes, I would have preferred that man in that case to let that woman go instead of buying the woman. But when I heard the story of how they got there, oh my God, why did this woman push this man to this extent? So as women, you are under my voice, you're hearing me. If you know that you too, you have some behavior that is taking your husband, the arguments, your husband goes from 0 to 3, 0 to 10, 0 to 20, based on what comes out of this your mouth. Ẹ ní láti lọ ti ọwọ́ ọmọ yín báṣọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ. Ẹ lọ ti ọwọ́ ọmọ yín bọ aṣọ. Because yes, we can say to the man, when your wife is doing this and doing this and doing this, why did you not leave? If we are saying that to the man, let's say it to the woman too. Let's say that to the woman too. If you can no longer respect your husband, if you can no longer respect your husband for one reason or another, I am not here to judge. I'm sure everybody will have their reason for doing whatever they do. If you see that something has happened, you no longer see this man as a husband. Because let me tell you as a woman, the moment you no longer see your husband as a husband, that is the end of that marriage. The moment you are looking at your husband like kilele, talele, because you no longer respect the man. He says something, you get angry for no reason. Don't stay there. Don't push that man. If that man is not using his number 6 to run away from you, you use your number 6 to run away from him. Benny, Emilaro. Even there are some people that have lived through domestic violence, they are no longer they are alive like they are not alive. I have a lot of instances here in the UK of women that they did not buy, but they are more or less gone. Aláwọn tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n ti end up sí ilé alárùn ọpọlọ. Aláwọn tó jẹ́ wípé ọ̀tá wọn ti ní stroke. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, aláwọn tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n ti bà ẹwà wọn jẹ́. Wọ́n wà láyé bí aláìsí. Why will you put yourself through that? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ha. Tolani.
Yes.
Anybody bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Oh, let me do this. Your voice. Don't worry. Let me do it.
It's okay. I don't know. It's okay. Sister Esogbai. Mommy Esogbai.
Esogbai ṣe wà bí?
Oh, is that Esogbai? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I
don't think she's here. Who is the next person?
Yagba. Oh, sorry. I'm so bad with this.
Don't worry. Yagba, sorry.
I was right.
Ekale. Sherry. Yes, ma. Sherry gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tá sọ yìí. Ẹni tó bá létí láti fi gbọ́ kó gbọ́. But it's good that you're saying it. I'll start from the fact that what applies to one woman is different from another woman or another man to another man, because situation onikaluku in the home oyato. Do you understand? But the common factor is the abuse in the relationship. So when a woman ló observe pé ìyàwó òun ti change, àbó ti ń wu àwọn ìwà tó ti ń jọ bíi, just like you rightly said, pé tó bá ti ń wu ọkọ ẹ bíi monster, tó ti ń hate ẹ, tó ti rí nǹkan gidi I think it's high time you start evaluating that relationship. You understand? So I'm not going to be speaking about somebody's experiences, but I'll just chip in a little bit of my own experience. I had a very lovely beginning in my marriage, but along the line, I do not, up till this minute, I do not know what happened. Some people say it's spiritual, some people say he has anger issue, mental breakdown, whatever. I do not know up till this minute. But one thing I thank God for is that I am alive to tell part of the story.
I thank God on your behalf, ma. I thank God on your behalf, ma.
A lot of things when you were speaking made me to request to come up, because even my church then, you know, I'm talking about like 20 years ago, even my church then do not understand as they do now about separation. They say, my pastor then used to say, what God has joined together, let no man put us under. So they will come into the marriage. Even that it got to a stage that I had to sleep in church one time with the kids. So they will come, talk to him, beg him. Even my parents, that's the one that pained me most. You know, they will say to me, so the culture as well was not helping then. But thank God there's life has changed. Social media, things that are happening, like the one that we just listened to now, has exposed parents to a lot of stuff that they were not exposed to. Tori pe, one believe pe is normal. Some certain things is normal. You understand? So I went through a lot that time because of the culture, because of religion, also because of my fear. With 4 kids, how am I going to start? So where would I begin from? Do you understand? Those are the things. So that's why I typed there that don't blame people that are sticking to that abusive relationship. Sometimes they don't have they have low self-esteem. Sometimes the fear of starting all over. Do you understand? So a lot of things. So we cannot blame them, except you are in that shoe. That is when you can say, this is how I would have reacted if it was me. Do you understand? It's easier said than done, but I'm talking from my own personal experiences. I was in a dilemma at that time. I wasn't sure with 4 kids, where would I start from? Most of the mortgage was in both our names. Do you understand? So, and the shop was in our names. A lot of joint account and so many stuff. And this man got to a stage that those words, I cannot still forget them. Do you understand? But because of the people around me, they will be saying so many things that will discourage you from moving. But as a woman, you are in the relationship. As a man, you are the one that is hurting. So the decision should not be made by people around you for you. You made the decision for yourself, for your sanity, for your safety, and for the kids. Because look at today, these kids I'm talking about then, they were, the first one was 14, 12, 10 and 6 at the time. The last one that was 6 then is 22 now. I'm enjoying them. They are all graduates. I'm enjoying the fruit of my labor. But if I did not make that choice that time, it took me a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, a lot of endurance and prayer in between that I did not lose my life. So, but thank God I made that move when I did. You understand? Because the last one that made me to make my move was when he used pillow to want to suffocate me. Do you understand? So sometimes, whatever is going through a man's brain, you don't know, or a woman's brain, you don't know. It might be mental, you understand? It might be other issues. It might be even spiritual, because we're Africans. It might be anything. But do not wait till he acts out all the things he's saying. You would have been noticing little. Mark me cooking, piking para me. I mean cooking, piking shewon. All those words, take it serious.
Bro.
Take it serious. You understand? So if you are thinking, where would you start from? How would I start? What would I do? Those kids will live their life if you are not there. And you blame yourself. And God will not even accept you. Because you have eyes, you have ears, you have to take action. You understand? That's from my own experience. But from the one that we talked about, we don't know whether they were suspecting the elderly man. We don't know whether that man has bipolar or has anger issue. Sometimes some people, when they imagine something, I've seen people when they imagine either their husband is cheating or their wife is cheating, in their brain they will be building a scenario. It will get to a certain state that they will even be seeing, picturing their wife in bed or their husband in bed with somebody. You understand? Sometimes it's not even infidelity. Sometimes it's financial arguments over finances. Sometimes when a man is not doing better and the wife is doing great, depending on what upbringing that woman comes from, or that man comes from, it may stem from jealousy. You understand? Stem from jealousy. Is doing well. My wife is building houses. My wife does this. My wife does that. You understand? It will be having hatred, anger, because his life is on a standstill. Maybe the man hasn't got a job. You understand? Then, as an African man, from my own experience, I later got to know that he felt that because I was doing so well, that I was bossing him, that I was proud, because I with the top when
once you
she's
start
not
making
submissive.
more money,
Do you understand? So it's a combination of different things that makes a man or a woman to act abnormally.
You said something, Ma, that I want us to go back on. You said we shouldn't blame, women that decide to stay. Is it not high time we start blaming? Maybe when we do, that will, help them awake their brain. Because if we keep saying, oh, I understand why Yarisi would not leave, even though Babarisi want to buy her, Babarisi beats her every day. And we are saying to her that, I understand why you cannot leave. Sheku ye kama lara wa how to sing. And maybe
I made a mistake. Maybe I should have said. No. I don't want to. What I meant, was that by not blaming them, is that rather than blaming them, advising them, letting them see the risk. You understand? Because sometimes that I know some people, some friends that said to me, relationship but nítorí pé ó jẹ́ blame yẹn, like ọ̀rẹ́ mi àti níbò mi pé ṣe bí torí wọ́n nígbàdùn lé ọkọ ni ló ṣe fẹ́ kémi lọ, ta ni mo fẹ́ fún mi lọ́kọ ni ṣé o fẹ́ ṣe, you understand?
That's what they
but
say.
If they are auntie, if they had come like, explaining to me pé life when you ọmọbìnrin in risk o lè kú òjijì o, maybe blame she. That's what I meant. That don't blame, advise.
So are you saying?
No. She's not saying. She has explained, Emma. Don't worry. Check on she talk.
No, Sister Dupe.
No, Emma. Hold on.
I'm not going to say.
No. Because mo ti bí wọ́n ti ṣàlàyé. Sórí àárín yẹn náà ni ò yé mi. So nǹkan táwọn ń sọ ni pé ká ṣàlàyé fún wọn. We shouldn't. I will not use the word. Maybe we shouldn't use the word blame. You understand? Mm-hmm. But maybe let them realize. But it's everywhere already. So everybody knows what to do. They have just refused based on the context not to do it. Either because ibo ni mo fẹ́ gbé, ta ló fẹ́ bá mi kẹ́rù ọmọ, ta ló fẹ́ fẹ́ mi, ibo ni mo fẹ́ lọ, àwọn parents mi á bú mi, àwọn ará church á bú mi, àwọn ará àdúgbò á sọ̀rọ̀ sí mi. The whole, society will call me single mother.
Also some of us going through that abuse, always hang to some string okun. Like okun tinrin ipe ó dẹ̀ dá lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì o ó dẹ̀ máa ń support, you understand, but don't think there's so many better women or men out there that can do that thread thing that you are holding on to. That thing that you are holding on to, that you want to kill yourself in that marriage. Other people that are thousands of people that can offer that too. Remember that, because Wama will pay mine, because I'm talking from my experience. Hey, my mom lost school. For sure. I swear to God.
Excuse here. I know those excuses are there. They might be justified to you as at that time. But God forbid, not there about law. At the end of the day, you're not no matter what. Sherry, let me buy more yon. God forbid, si ba me yon koto ko no. Tí mo ti rọra bá sọ jẹ́jẹ́ pé kiniko tó bá yá máa kọ́ máa sọ fún wí pé RIP in advance ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọjọ́ tó bá ti wá lọ́jọ́ fún mi, ó ṣì wà láyé, Olúwa ṣeun. RIP in advance ni. Tí bá ti bá sọ jẹ́jẹ́ tí ó gbọ́. A máa sọ máa dá sí wèrè fún ni. Mo máa sọ fún ni. Ilé ayé ti sú ẹ. O kàn fẹ́ dúró kọ́kùnrin. O kàn fẹ́ dúró pé ọkùnrin yìí ó pa tó fẹ́ òun ló fẹ́ kó rún ẹ lọ sọ́run. O fẹ́ dúró síbẹ̀ carry go. Yes, téèyàn bá ti báyàn sọ ní gentle kìíní tí ò bá fẹ́ gbọ́ ẹ ti wèrè bọ́lẹ̀. Ẹ ti wèrè bọ́lẹ̀ ẹ tó bá ti lọ ti lọ. Ayé ò ní dúró fún anybody.
Yes, Sister Dupe, that's what I was trying to ask her. That I was trying to get clarification. Are you saying that if that people around you at the time, there was nobody around you at the time that told you deep truth, or that they were
Did you get any advice then?
I am telling you, God is my witness. Nobody told me to leave.
We're going through. Did they know?
They do. Anybody who apari jani, she pastor me who apari jani. Want to fi me bebe. Do you understand? Because I later realized that Sherry Monizu for me, in the sense that Okomeri ni mama mi fe kite mi ri be. Mi fe transfer. Mi fe transfer boya pattern ni mi fe ni life me. Do you understand? And that even affected me, because I said no, after that marriage, no more marriage. Because I don't want that pattern in my life. Pay or commenta or comedy or comedy. So sometimes I won't commit that's Rita. So my advice, Sha, to ladies or men out there, because Okunrin man were abused, my advice to you is that once he has raised that hand once, Bagbe, could it change? It has started. Because a man could walk away, a woman could walk away, but the moment he raised his hand on you, or she raised her hand on you, forget it. It has started, he will beg you. Eléyìí àtúnbá mi ra rọ́ọ̀bù, àtúnbá mi fi wọ́ gbogbo tó bá ti wọ́.
Ibi tẹ́ bá ti wọ́, wọ́n tún ti wọ ara yín, wọ́n tún gbà fún yín.
Ẹ ti gbà tán. No. So, but sometimes àwọn ọkùnrin kan, àbáwọn obìnrin kan wà tó jẹ́ pé they've got you in your brain. Wọ́n manipulator ni wọ́n. Narcissist anyone. So they've held you, they know your weak points, they've held you. It will take you prayer, struggle, and determination to live. Kinita and so ye ko wọ́n lè pààyàn ní ojú yín pé ọkọ ẹ̀ náà pa bá ṣe gbọ́ ilé ìsìn. Ẹlòmíì ṣì máa jókòó sínú ibẹ̀, because there's this thing. Bóyá mi mọ nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ pè, ṣe understand? But it took me, I understand. I sat down, and it's not somebody that told me. I heard, Kinilowa ni ayé ìgbà tí mò ń sọ yìí, BB, phone Blackberry. Wọ́n rí èèyàn kan tó post something sí orí status ẹ̀ pé RIP sí èèyàn kan tó kọ ẹ̀ náà. Ṣó ti yé yín? So then I saw another lady, very popular in UK, one benye. Mo wá rí ní for the first time without glasses. Mo rí pójú kan lóní. Olórúkọ ńlá dẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n wá ní ọkọ ẹ̀ ló fọ́ lójú. Níbi nínà. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí mo fi wá jókòó, tí mo fi wá rò pé tèmi ò gbọdọ̀ rí báyìí. Ṣé èyí kì í ṣe pé bóyá
mo bá yín yọ̀ ṣe bẹ́yìn lẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. And initially, it may not be easy. I swear that because I had to go to council to get accommodation, women's home here. It was not conducive. But here I am today. My own home, own my own business. Even I made name after. I didn't make name before
him.
Yes, but after, that break, I made that name to the glory of God. You understand? And I made that money and I'm living better with my kids. And now, I want to go padà wá mo ní lọ́dún mélòó sọ́dún mélòó. Nígbà tán ti lo gbogbo dáadáa ayé yín tán.
Náà ni, ẹ̀yin lẹ máa kó gbé.
Oh, sorry, So please, it's because I live to tell the tales.
Thank you for sharing, ma. Thank you, ma.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you, ma.
Can we please kindly? My voice is coming back.
Good evening. Can I speak? My battery is actually down, so I would just like.
All right, everybody in the box, because our battery is going down. Please let us speak. Go on.
About this abuse and all. Mama, like that some people. I don't know if I should put it in a way that they are not loved from home. Let me put it that way. They are always like, where am I going back to? I know, okay, my father gave birth to 5 girls and a boy. My father built his house on a 2 plot of land. Tó bá ti mú ọkọ wá sílé wa, bàbá mi bá ti bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ tó ti bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣeré, wọ́n á ní let's take a walk. Ìyẹn ọkọ yẹn, wọ́n á mú ẹ kiri, wọ́n á fi hùn ẹ́, wọ́n máa fi hùn ẹ́, wọ́n á ní yàrá lágbájáre, yàrá tàmẹ̀dò ni, yàrá you can see they are still neatly and I clean them every day. My parents are divorced, so they don't stay together, but my father is actually a very loving man. He will take them and he will say, Baba Mani John to your loan, Baba mi. Tó bá rí pé ọmọ mi ti sú ẹ, jọ̀ọ́ mi ò sí nínú àwọn bàbá tó máa ń bá mi dà padà. Jọ̀ọ́, ṣọ́rọ́ ọmọ mi. I train my kids very well. I am certain they will not give you any problem tó máa jagbára ẹ lọ. Obìnrin ni wọ́n, obìnrin máa fún ẹ problem. But kò ní fún ẹ ní tó máa ju agbára ẹ lọ. Tó bá ti wá mọ̀ pé you people are not compatible, please just help me bring her back. Mi ò ní bá ẹ jà, mi ò ní bínú sí ẹ. Mi ò ní ṣe kódà àwọn máa jókòó máa sọ̀rọ̀. So that thing alone, Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ bá wa ṣe, Ọlọ́run yàn fún gbogbo wa. I have been my husband for 15 years. Ọkọ mi kò raise ọwọ́, kò tì mí rí. I got married to an Igbo man. In fact, ìgbà tí èmi àtọkọ mi tí a kọ́kọ́ ní issue, the first issue we had is he cheated on me. Yes, and there was then this particular day, he just woke up this midnight and he was like, babe, can we talk? It was so rare because ọmọ tó yẹ pé ó jù mí lọ bọ̀ ẹ mọ àwọn ọkùnrin yípo wọn kò sí respect bẹ́ẹ̀ máa mú ṣeré. Wọ́n pé why can you be so serious? Torí ó ń dọ̀bálẹ̀. Wọ́n ní please there a camera somewhere, stop playing pranks on me. I'm not in mood, I want to sleep. He said, I've actually wanted to say this, but you were pregnant. At the time, I made up my mind to tell you. So I didn't want to stress you because of the pregnancy. So I want to do this now. I said, what? He said, I actually cheated on you. You know, it's something I have never gone through in my life, even in our relationship. It was so rare. It actually looks like a dream to me because I have friends that my husband is very cute, that have always told me that, Kenny, you know, ọkọ mi wọn nípo kólé wá ní ṣológun fún ni mo ní gun ṣogun. He tells me everything and he loves me so much. A ní ìgbà tí mo wọ yunifásitì ọkọ mi máa wá Friday báyìí ó ti wá sí school mi ní Abẹ́òkúta ládòdìdí Èkó mọ́ mi ní ṣáà pàmò lọ́mọ dànù láti Èkó sábẹ́òkúta ní every week. So he is someone that we are. So when he told me that, I would not lie, I was in denial. Immediately told me I stood up.
He came up to you himself, not that you
Yes.
found anything, you saw anything.
No.
Wow.
But I still found it very hard to believe. Tori, okay, but you had to move Losi new house. So he said he didn't want anything to haunt him. He just wanted, and he didn't want to continue. He said he just feels if he tells me everything, he would not go back to it. So that is why he wants to tell me. When he told me, you know, AC, if you know what is good for you, just get out of my room. He said, I'm not going to leave you because I couldn't sleep for days. Sister Dupe, mi ò lè sùn. Mo fẹ́ di wèrè.
Tell me about
I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just pack my things and leave. I've been someone that I've always said that, I will leave. But so I saw my
No, they never say never, until let it happen first.
That don't happen to you. Then I packed my things. I said, you know what? I'm going to leave. I don't have a job. I don't have anything. I'm going to leave. I sat down. He went to my father the second day. My dad called me. My dad called me that he wanted to see me. But called me. My dad said, I have actually cheated. Also, your husband is actually a very, very good man to come up to you. No man. Let me tell you, no man. Have you told about Jogun? Only it is very rare. When we started at the police station. Me ò lè hold there. Mo sọ fún ọ̀rẹ́ mi. Let's be careful of the people we get advice from.
Please, what did your friend advise you?
When you can boo away, you know, that your community confess, give me the girl's number. Now to the number. I started insulting her. So, if it's a motive, if it don't want to sorrow see me, she deleted her one part of the message.
How did you get her details?
I asked my husband who she was, so softly, mo wá ọmọ náà ní TikTok. Obìnrin agéran gan. The fact that she was so young and everything, I was like, báwo ni ìyọ̀ ìkéré ṣe máa fi máa rẹ́ mi jẹ́? Nǹkan tó rẹ́ mi sọ fún mi nìyẹn pé ọmọ ìkéré sí ẹ̀ náà ṣó ní fi hàn pé you have everything, you have the money, you have everything. What is your problem? Mo ní o jẹ́ kí n kọ ṣàkárà ẹ̀ ọmọ tó jẹ́ pé ọkọ mi gan ti lè dànù tó bá ń ṣe pé Ọlọ́run tó fẹ́ kí mi náà jẹ́ ìyá òun ló jẹ́ kírú ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀. Mo bá bu ló bá delete gbogbo pàtì ibi tí èmi tí òun ti bú mi.
On your phone?
No, immediately I insulted her. I just broke her and I cleared everything on my phone. I just cleared everything from my chat and I started living my life. May I say, she started giving me drugs. Yes, that I am to drugs. So my car will read me. I will stop thinking and all. I started going tramadol. Sister Dupe, I started taking her drugs. Timati Luba, Timati Dele, Mama love oko mi. In fact, my document
tramadol. The other room.
Mama lolo kulo. To mama dojo kiji. Tí lè bá máa mọ ọkọ mi máa tún rí pé mo tún ti padà sí angry self mi. What is actually wrong?
It's just going to back seat ni. Kò lè.
Because kò lè ever ro débẹ̀ nítorí òun pé mi ìgbóhùn àkọ́wọ́ lẹ́nu ọmọ ìrírí lálẹ́. Then what is actually happening? Is it that bóyá òru? In fact, it got to his time tó pé ọkọ mi jókòó. Ó ní pé òun ò sùn mọ́jú. Òun fẹ́ wò bóyá mo jí, mo mú fóònù mi àbí ṣé kankan ṣẹlẹ̀ tó trigger mi ni. He just wanted to know what was actually happening. So I'm always looking forward to the next morning because mo fẹ́ wẹ̀. Mo ti bímọ méjì. I will go there in the morning, latest by 10. My debe. My body be more weight loss journey because I started with 100 grams.
So how were you able to?
Okay, and when I actually go to my father and my husband started, then he started noticing. I'm telling you that actually, kí tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ drugs yẹn náà gbogbo nǹkan yẹn ti go on for the 6 months. Then pé mo kò máa fún ní attitude. Then after the drugs, the drug went on for like, I think an extra 6 months. So he started noticing that every night, ọkọ̀ trace mi lọ́jọ́ kan. Ìgbà tọkọ mi máa ń mú park mo wọlé ọkọ mi náà ó kò sí ẹgbẹ́ mọ́tò so ó kàn tẹ̀lé mi bóyá bí few like 30 minutes ó rí pé gbogbo wa ti wà wasted. Ọkọ mi ní I am going to the station. You want to kill my wife? You want to but tó bá lọ gbogbo wa àtẹ̀mí o àti.
ọlọ́pàá máa kó everybody bí àṣà multi.
You see girlfriend yẹn dẹ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbé wa lọ gan nígbà yẹn because the girl we reported at the station that was threatening her. So wọ́n ṣe arrest mi ọkọ mi wá bá wọn ó ní kán release mi ní pé èmi àti ẹ̀kọ́ ni pé òun lòun fi fóònù mi bá girl yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ that they should just leave his wife so he slept there till the next day òun gan ló pe èmi ò kúkú pé òun ló pe mọ́ mi tí wọ́n wá béèlẹ̀ so the whole thing went on then my lẹ́yìn ìgbà tọkọ mi wá find out pé drugs ni kí n tó lè stop ẹ̀. Mr. Dupe, I was telling someone.
Mr. Toby, fast forward to when you were able to get through it. How were you, your marriage itself?
I will tell you that after the old drugs and after I stopped it, in fact, I will tell you that now my marriage has gone back to the way it was. I found out that it is not about the drugs, it is the heart of forgiving. And it is because I am loved at home.
Yes.
I know
and
that
because he asked for forgiveness and he actually changed.
Yes, he actually changed.
Yes. Because of
and let me tell you,
forgiveness and go back to their old ways. When you ask for forgiveness, you need to clean it and don't go back again. You go and say no more.
But to me, I still used to tell him that see if he one leg out, trust me, because
it's going to break because when trust is broken, it's a gradual thing. So
I don't even think it can actually come back because it's still even causing issue. To read about the law, on our Saturday because about the mentality.
You start thinking as he not.
No matter how he tries to clean himself, talk of my phone, like he just wants to be clean. But because
this is what some people always say. Some men, when the men said, if they no catch you, except they catch you. Because it's as if they catch you. Women are still going to take it.
DPO sọ fún ọkọ mi ní ọjọ́ tọ́lọ́pàá mọ́ wa DPO ní pé oògùn ni mo ṣe fún ní pé báwo ni èèyàn máa ṣe jẹ́wọ́ ó ní why you go walk up to woman no be ordinary eye na juju but I would say for a fact that because my husband he made a statement that
fly free Agbaya.
He made the statement that my husband said he didn't get married to me, that he cannot imagine losing my family. He said because my husband is an orphan. Yes, he's an orphan, but be married. After my husband has 4 siblings, 2 little girls.
So what advice will you, based on the topic we're talking about, what advice will you give to women?
To say is, I don't think Sherry and women, you cannot advise them anymore. They will actually do what is actually in their mind. But what I'm going to say is, okay, I want you until me, mama, if I put it, I want for around until but we now let's train our kids that they are loved at home. Let them know that when they come back, they are coming back. There is nothing like your room is here. You have a room here. You are coming back to love. Tori, let me tell you, when you're going to bring up, see, one was it, the way people are bringing up their kids, so, and share on being to one more you won't leave. Neighbor, maybe someone could tell you that talk when or to dance and go any kilo so. When you go, mommy, Tamia, go, King Bono, and your own movie, Shambo. Then go with it. No one, Bono. Won't share so stop on. Share Ruby if advice. And she's still there.
Round up, ma.
Yes, sorry. And she's still there. So let's just understand that now, àwọn ìyẹn wọ́n ti gírun, àwọn ọmọ wa ní kọ́ nọ́mbà wa ní kẹjẹ́ kọ́ mọ̀ pé they actually loved her home. Let them know, build them with love. That's what I just have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Ilé yín ò ní dàrú lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Sister, please, before we move forward, today's a special day. Sister, I'm surprised. Yes. I know. And the power tapping too is not.
1 million like.
Let us power tap, power tap, please, if you have not sent your heart,
extras.
Please kindly send your heart to me. Once you do that, please don't forget to give the host, please. Please, Ejo. And please don't forget to follow Sister Dupe's backup page. Please kindly follow the backup page, please. And if you want to come to add to this discussion, please kindly
backup page. Backup page. If you haven't, please do. I don't want this page to surprise me negatively. I'm ready for this page. So just click on the plus button for Sisi Dupe show backup page. Thank you.
Yes, so please, Joe, power tap. Please send your gift. Please do not forget. Please let us power tap. At least we can go to 90K. Please, thank you very much. It's the next person is Princess.
Princess, it's
okay.
Thank you. Ekale Shewa.
No, London last side.
In London, not in London,
defrost everything, so it's not.
British, moment down, British,
Anyway, so sad to see we're really, it's really, really touchy. Just like in your country, mental sono, to break up, people think it's easy. Let's be honest, it's not easy. To say, we all want to keep our marriage till death do us apart, but there's nothing we can do about it. When it's time to move, it has to be. Most especially when you got kids attached to it, you want them to grow with it. You want the father to be there for them. You want, even if it's not there. My mom would say, at least I want my child still something. Just leave him alone and focus on your kids. But most especially when you have lots of investment together, is a killer on his own. Because strawberry so daft that doesn't want to move. Because so Brinton my shit, you only hot. But Tobati invests in a lot of things. All difficult to break. Then Sherry Tabato have a break, yeah. It depends on how old you are, how strong you are, how healthy you are. Do you still have that energy to make that money back? To be able to stand on your own, or you're lost? You think you have energy to acquire them back? Because when we say divorce, until New Coloma we move. Oh, is that is how I move, we move. A journey complete, papa, a journey mortgage, we home and abroad, a journey papa. It's difficult, investment, joint account, lot of things. All deep. In fact, can you go long for you and high blood pressure? I won't lie to you. Am I really nearby? Am I paying it tongue or to break? But you can't move on. Emamani headache, emani bogwe, temperature. But me, to avoid that. You just don't want to see that person. What is the
Sister Princess? Haven't you seen the situation? To Jebike, our at investment or whatever to Titoria Duroye. Our mom, no matter for mom run. Haven't you seen instances like that? Why will you wait for your children to even see?
Because so they tell you, Mom, this relationship is unhealthy. We can see you're not happy. They know. I want mom more, but she affect bo. Because you as a part, you've been together right? How long 31? Invest. I want more investment on more content. Princess,
Princess.
I will tell you, run. Run. If you got age on your side, even though any age. That's why sometimes we're learning. People don't know, let's be honest. I want Gen Z people are waking a lot of the old ones as well. We tend to stay there, mommy, meaning me, if first charge, I want a cost breaker, But now the old ones are learning from the Gen Z. Because old ones, they really like almost lots of them they made in fact, I don't know what to say. Or to invest in the wrong place. So they pay own cost, life or health. But now they're waking up, which is good for them. So me, I won't encourage anybody to stay. When you feel like your man, and Nigeria doesn't know there's mental illness. People are sick. But we don't get it. So if you cite or flag anything, totally abnormal between you or your man, seek for help. Consult your GP. Complain about what we know. We see that mental illness as a barrier, as something bad. We don't want to say it out. Some people know they got swing mood. Some people know they're paranoid. Bipolar, but they don't want to take it. Me, I relate to that should be with it. Me, the same time, my job, everything, but people don't know. When you see somebody like that, that's why before you marry anybody or date or whatever, check blood test, cure any problem. So look at if not, I don't know why these people, why it happens. Oh, my if you pay man afford you because the old man is a blind man. Don't know if I poison you.
That's almost enough for any mental. Because that's my people, you're
emphasize me. Ó fẹ́ dáràn tí woman yẹn lọ́rùn bóyá woman yẹn ló ń sóúnjẹ fún bàbá afọ́jú yẹn kò rọ́rùn yẹn dá sí lọ́rùn ó fẹ́ ràn lẹ́wọ̀n bọ̀ kò rí ọ̀ràn yẹn dá sí lọ́rùn. That is why he said, okay, if you can't do it, then I'll do it myself. Kàtẹ́ tó dúpẹ́ pé kò pa àwọn ọmọ ìwọ ọkùnrin bẹ́ẹ̀. Yeah?
Mo fẹ́ ká padà síbi when you have businesses or you have investments together. And, maybe that is the reason for some women not wanting to leave us at that time, thinking about how to get things sorted. Now that we are here, I want to ask that. Let's even say, because sometimes you might not live like that. No, so probably due to some things. But to try láti sort nǹkan yẹn, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi time sí pé okay o probably bóyá àrírú ẹ̀rí o oṣù mẹ́ta oṣù mẹ́fà o resort tọkùnrin dẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe bó ṣe ń ṣe should you stay? Because let's say this woman now is thinking, she's thinking, oh, I have investments with my husband. Now, who is going to spend the money or who is taking care of the investment as we speak? Their children are still mining. I want us to emphasize that believe me, there will always be an excuse for you not to live an abusive relationship. There will always be an excuse, whether it makes sense, whether it doesn't. There will always be an excuse to stay. And that is why, and what I'm saying, I hate to change. Okay, mo wà nú lẹ́sìn, ọkọ mi fojoojúmọ́ náà mi. Màá tún wá rí irú tóbìnrin yìí, màá máa rí oríṣiríṣi tó ṣe ń kú, mo dẹ̀ sì dúró síbẹ̀. Màá máa wò pé investment kan tá a jọ ṣe, àbí àwọn ọmọ ta ló fẹ́ mọ́ ọmọ lọ sí school àbí kinní kan. Táwọn èèyàn ń kú, nígbà tó ń ṣe wípé èèyàn ń kú, èèyàn ní second chance láti padà wá. Dépò tá a máa ní òkè o, tí n bá kú o, màá padà wá, màá tún ṣe. There is no excuse to stay.
We all know we tend to live in denial. Let's be honest. Majority of us live in denial. We know this. We've seen the flag. We know it's not going to work. Or you might break bang. We know where it's going to end. End well. Inú kó mú ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ kó fún ẹ ní medical issue kó fún ẹ ní high blood pressure ó mọ ẹ pé bìkan ló máa ṣẹ́rí sí èmi ò dẹ̀ máa break gbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ onísùúrù máa break náà ni tó bá náà oníkọ́kọ́ kọ́ máa kọ̀ ẹ̀ ìyẹn tó ń kọ́. So ó máa break náà ni but some people feel like they're prayer warrior they can fight it up they can pray over it ọlọ́run máa gbàkóso ìyá mi mọ́lé olóògùn ìyá mi mọ́lé oníṣègùn bàbá ẹ̀ mọ́lé oníkíní kan àfáàní bàbá ẹ̀ wòlíì ní pásítọ̀ wa sọ pé stay there. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ó máa forí ṣọpọ́n lọ́jọ́ kan. We need to get it right. When it's time to move, you have to move. That chapter is closed. We know it's difficult, but we just have to do it.
Sister Kadi, ní believe àwọn èèyàn kan ṣì ń gbàdúrà. àwọn èèyàn kan wà ní abusive marriage tó ń fi ojoojúmọ́ gba àdúrà àtàwẹ̀. Yes.
Pastor, marriage, relationship, pastor gonna break. Pastor, relationship won't break. So who are we? I want to get you alone, tapele you alone. Oh, babaláwo go marriage and break. Onífọ̀ oníṣègùn marriage won't break. On fẹ́ méjì mẹ́ta àfà tó kéwú marriage and break. So who are we? Please, we move. So if you feel like you saw the flag on time, move.
Thank you, princess.
Bye.
Yummy. Thank you.
Mr. Ronnie.
Mighty Lloyds, please use Yegbe and Princess box, please. Eshe, thank you, ma.
Auntie Ronnie D. Abi Ronnie
D, are you here, ma?
Mr. Ronnie.
Okay, she's not here. Taluma Soro next.
So it's my mom. My mom is on a coffee break. So it's gonna be Emma.
Okay.
Why did you call my name? Is it my turn?
Yes. It's your turn, Emma.
Okay, no, let somebody go before me, please.
Okay, so then it's going to be
Mr. Yemi.
Yes.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening, sis Shewa.
Oh, okay, ma. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I will just talk from when that sister stopped. We need to understand something, that it's not just the physical one. And for the people that are abroad, I need people to realize now that all the services are cut. Social worker, police, all of them, they don't have your time anymore. NHS don't have your time anymore. Because people are more than the service, and there's a lot of cut everywhere. So, and all these things cause autoimmune disease. If you're losing your hair, I don't know if anyone has seen the trend on this app, the glow up after some people divorce. Like the glow up, you will see some that they look so obese and different look, and then when they leave, they look different. So it's not just the physical one. If you're in a relationship and you realize that your hair is thinning, there's a lot of different aspects. No matter what, if you don't leave, at the end of the day, when they are tired of you, they will still leave you. And the problem is, the children that most people say they are staying for, you're actually creating monster again. And that's why we keep having this problem. We're creating monsters, and that's why this generation is, imagine the generation that's come is going to be worse. Because all those mothers that stay, they've created all these people that believe that, oh, my mother take it, my father was like this, why can't you be like that? You see all of them on TikTok now making sure and saying the women must stay, is because of this, is because of that. And then you hear people saying if you leave, you will still, they're all the same, you will meet the one that will cheat, you will meet the one that will still do the same thing. But your life is more important. Some people, you're their helper. So when you die, a lot of people will get affected as well. Like, you have to think, investment or no investment. And you're told to call a reinvestment too. You have to be alive to have investment. You have to be alive to do all these things you're staying for. I know someone that why this last year, July, is because she stayed so long and she ended up buying this country. Like, it's, people these days, even the English, people actually now start taking their own. They are now buying themselves because of domestic abuse. The other person, and the person that's beating you never planned to buy you. That's one thing we need to realize. It's not in their plan. They never think it's going to happen. Because they know that if they buy you, they will go to jail, no matter where you are in the world. So that's not their plan. But if this thing continues to happen, something bad will happen one day that you never planned for. And these days, because some people cannot take it, or because of they don't know where to start off. And because they have saved for so long, their mental health now gets affected. And they end up being the one to buy themselves. And then
that some people, the man will not buy them physically, but the torture we keep them by while they are living.
That is it. And then, another thing, please do everybody a favor. When you stay like that and then you end up buying yourself or the torture buy you, you give that man easy access to different people that will be the next victim. Because he will get his victim very easily because he's not a widower or she's not a widow, and they will not know that he's done that to somebody else. So you're actually setting other people off. Like some people will say, would you want to leave him for keep him so that you can keep other people safe? But as long as you can keep him and stay alive till he die, please stay, don't leave. But if you know you're going to end up buying and expose another one to that danger, I beg, just leave the matter because these days it's deeper. Some people actually themselves, they are buying themselves. And you men, you people that don't want to change as well, did you know that now these people are now buying poison to put in your food slowly? These your so-called people that are staying with you, with your bad behavior, they're looking for you. So this thing is not a do or die affair. See, it's hard. Trust me, it's hard being a single mother. It's hard being a single. When you be married, even if you don't have kids, it's hard. You will think of where to start. But as long as you are alive, health is wealth. And if you are alive, there's still hope. But if you're gone, you're gone. People move on. Look how many people that have died because, and then how many men have died because of marriage that we see every day. Like we're seeing women are dying every minute. So if you buy, your own don't finish, they will move on. They will even carry another woman to your funeral. They even use Okwe to control, to comfort them on your funeral.
Thank you, Sister Yemi. Thank you, Yami. Any sorrow.
Please,
Emma, ready.
Emma, please, before you talk, Emma, please, please let us power tap. Kindly power tap. Please don't forget to give the host. Please send your heart me for the day. Please, Ejo.
Ejo, me send the heart me.
My feet is there. Yeah. So Ejo, power tap. Don't let what happened to us on Friday, please. Don't let it happen today. Please let us power tap. Thank you. Emma.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm going to say that your life is more important than anything. Your life is more important than any other thing because without it, you cannot do all the dreams, your assets, your enjoyment, your plans, your suffering, your everything. It will not happen. If you don't have good health, you will not be able to execute all these things. Men, I'm not going to be saying men or women because women also abuse men. If you decide to stay in an abusive marriage, if you decide to take anything that somebody else does not take or that a reasonable man should not take, understand the risk and the consequences of it. That you are not the only one that will go down. You will go down with other people, indirectly and directly. In the story that Sister Dupe has told, the indirect impact is to the children and the people that will need to raise those children without their parents. Okay? The direct issue is the buying of all the parties there. Now, those that are going through mental abuse, that's emotional and through emotional or physical abuse. Emotional and financial abuse. Everybody before me has said it is not easy to live. I am not going to dispute that, but I am going to say that while you were there, what was the impact of that person? And we can clearly see somebody else had come up to say that even though she was the one making more money than the guy, or even making money while she was with the guy, it shows that your physical impact to do that thing, you can replicate good things in your life. All you need is to take up that mantle and say, today is today, I'm done, I'm going forward, I cannot stay here any longer. Now, before this abuse begins, let's not forget that women too have a hand in allowing the abuse to start in the first place. Everybody that has come to talk about abuse, their own story, they have said that if he has done it, the first time he does it to the Egba, it's going to continue. Meaning that you are the only thing that can stop that abuse. Remove yourself from the equation. Marriage does not equate prosperity. Marriage does not equate a beautiful life. If it's working for you, by all means. If it's not working for you, please, in God's name, there is no reason for you to accept mediocrity. Some people like it. A lady said nobody advised her to leave. I am sorry that happened to you, ma. That is why you need people. There's always one lone voice in the wilderness that will keep on shouting, don't stay there. And that's the person with the harshest voice, with the meanest sound, that's the person that you will listen to, that you should listen to. You should have one friend that will always tell you the truth. One person that will be able to tell you, my guy, hell to the no. This person is doing something bad to you. Well, fly free, mediocrity if you are crying in Lambo. That's why I said, if that's what you want, some people like it. They don't mind crying in a Lambo. Some people don't mind crying in a Toyota. Whatever it is that floats your boat, don't come out to come and now get people riled up that this person is doing it to you when you know you're going to go back. Do you get what I'm saying? If you know you need help, I've experienced a friend who has gone through domestic violence, emotional abuse, and the husband was a psychiatrist. It is not lost on me that these two people were highly educated. So it does not matter your level of income or your education. It is you that matters in this instance. The woman or the man involved in receiving abuse, one thing is constant. They have accepted it, and it is because of their personal history. They are afraid of moving on. They are afraid of what can happen. The worst that can happen is buying, right? If you think that if you buy, or if you stay there, the guy will not buy you, or that if you buy, the guy will not move on. Somebody said it, Ale ojo yen, o ma wa en to ma ba sun láti wá solace. Always look out for yourself. Always look out for yourself. If you think that's what you can accept, to continue. But don't now think that the children that you are raising cannot see what you are doing, or do not think that those children will not exhibit those traits tomorrow. It will happen, and we should do better. I tell my kids, I have girls, I tell my kids, nowhere under the sun is it acceptable for anybody to talk down at you. Should you have any reason to have disagreement, speak about it. But if the guy or anybody raises their hand on you, that should be the last time they ever do it. Because the next time they do it after that, it is now going to be your fault. Do not stay. Walk away. You are not a piece of wood. You are not a piece of wood. You deserve to be loved. You are loved at home. Walk away. You are not a tree. You can move. So to my dear sisters and my brothers that are going through DV, you live to fight another day if you walk away. If you don't walk away, you will be there. Your story will be told in the past tense. Your story will be told as an example. You do not need to experience something to learn from someone. You should watch from afar sometimes. Most times you should watch from afar. Do not accept DV. Do not accept emotional abuse. Do not accept it. It is not right. We should do better, you know. So please, and for the Gen Z, okay, somebody said the Gen Z will change everything. Gen Z they have changed a lot of things. But I will say one thing that the Gen Zs don't have. They do not have tolerance. And that's why there are things that you should at least walk through. You don't have the experience of understanding what's the word I'm looking for. There's a lot of things that Gen Z has taught us, right? But they do not have staying power. I'm not telling you to stay in an abusive relationship because clearly I will not accept it, you know. But understanding what you can take and then don't enter it in the first place. That's my own. Let's go on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Emma. Jaffa boxing. I'm a being father.
Nikini, Miss Younger Berry.
This is Rupen Mugaju Emma. My dear father. Mugaju Emma lost his Rupen.
Ah, okay, my city alone, so I didn't understand what you meant by that.
Young drive out.
Welcome, sir.
Auntie Fumi. Gato. Okwa yinti munduro de mo fe white ni ati ni.
Can you imagine this woman? Mama, 7 inches to the mean wall. So it's a mambo, Mama war. And I'll be the tallest. Let's move on.
Sparkling white, please calm down with the woman, please. Auntie Toby, please just calm down. You guys should be nice to each other in the comment section. Okay.
Sparkling white, baby. Any summer like beer could okay.
If you have a question for me, any surumi, group, okay, ma'am, Emma, tell you for me 1 minute. Thank you. Moderator me. My moderator.
It's not even before Mrs. Young. I shot by you would have to speak first because
I want to ask a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Siloid in song Kokomilbo.
I was trying to explain that Mrs. Young, before you talk,
yes, Eshogbayi Masoro. But I pay network to
everywhere for everybody. Yeah.
What's your question? Life is beautiful.
You know that we don't support any form of abuse on this platform.
Yes.
Either verbal, physical, anything.
Thank you.
Now, if they say there's emotional, physical, financial, and psychological or mental, which one can we actually say we can run for? Which one can we say is the most dangerous of them all? Because it seems that every one of them seems to be dangerous. Am I making sense?
Yes, you are.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
That's my question. I'm coming now.
It's all abuse. Nothing is all abuse. I'm sorry. A shot by Ima.
Driving, say Lloyd. I'm hearing.
Yeah, I think she's driving.
Yeah, today's my mom's birthday, so I'm going to eat your love first.
Oh, happy birthday
to her.
Oh, see, like, baby, grandma.
I will.
Oh, my you know, Lloyd gets this sweet voice from grandma. I've heard grandma speak.
Yeah.
My regards to her.
I will. So, I'll do her. I'll soon get her off so once I get to her house.
All right. All right.
Ẹ
Kalema, mo pè yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn, ó dà pẹ́ sí in the phone.
Mo sáré lọ tọ̀ ni ìgbà tí
I thought as much.
Ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ topic tí à ń sọ lálẹ́ is very very crucial in our lives because kò sí bá ṣe lè jọmọdé tó, kò sí bá ṣe lè dàgbà tó. A lè yọ point yẹn kúrò nínú life wa, and which is the point of marriage. Either you are married or you are not married, it's still part of our journey in life. Ìránṣẹ́ àwọn ìránṣẹ́ tí nǹkan yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ sí, possibility wà kó jẹ́ pé ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bí kékeré ló ti develop títí tó fi di wípé àwọn méjèèjì ló ti wọ̀ lára. Ó wọ ọkọ lára ni, apart from pé ó rí ìyàbò gbọ́ pé ìyàwó òun èèyàn kan bá ṣe. Ó wá tún wá jẹ́ èèyàn tó jẹ́ alára gbígbóná. Ó fi kún. Wọ́n á dẹ̀ ti pa nǹkan kan kó tó di pé ó wá ní ìjọ tó ṣe ìjàmbá yẹn. Ó wá ṣe tán, ó jẹ́ kí èṣù yá òun lò. Ó ṣe tán ojú ẹ̀ wá mọ̀ pé kí lòun ṣe yìí. Kò ní àròjinlẹ̀ ti àwọn ọmọ. Then back to the woman. Gbà tó ti ń di wípé nǹkan ti ń le tó ti ń le bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, wọ́n ti jẹ́ pé kò tẹ̀ yẹra fúngbà díẹ̀ nílé kára ẹ̀ fi wálẹ̀. Kò bá ti ṣe ni. But gẹ́gẹ́ báwọn tó sọ̀rọ̀ síwájú ti ń sọ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ pé mi fẹ́ fọmọ mi sílẹ̀. Ó máa fi tèmi, mi ní sọ in depth, máa kàn sọ díẹ̀ kínkínní. Máa fi ṣe àpèjúwe. In my marriage, there are a lot of things to go wrong. With a red flag, but mi ò rí irú ẹ̀ rí, mi ní idea. I was just 6 months, 8 months to the marriage. Tọkọ mi ti sọ fún mi pé má rò pé mo nífẹ̀ẹ́ ni mo ṣe fẹ́ o. Argument náà. Yes. Mo fẹ́.
How do you deal with such statement?
But èmi tún wá, mo tún fi tọmọdé sí. Mo tún wá rántí nǹkan tó sọ fún òun náà. Kó tó di pé a fẹ́ ra pé má fẹ́ tó bá fẹ́ tó gbé wá sí London, òun máa lò ẹ́ wọlé ni. Èmi ti wá ìgbà tó sọ yẹn fẹ́ mi, tóun sọ yẹn fẹ́ mi, tẹ́gbọ́n ẹ̀ náà dẹ̀ sọ, wọ́n á fi sọ́kàn mi pé tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ohun tí ẹni yẹn rò nìyẹn sí relationship yẹn, Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kí n fi rẹ̀. So nígbà tó sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, abẹ́ kinní yẹn ni mo sá sí pé kó má jẹ́ pé nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ yẹn ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí o. Àtọ́ dẹ̀ ẹ̀bẹ̀ mi gbà yẹn, mo mójú mi kúrò. But along the line, a lot of things happened tí mo kàn wò pé with time bóyá ó máa come out of it. Tí mo fi lẹ̀, but máa sọ fún àwọn èèyàn mi. Wọ́n ní kíní sùúrù, ṣọmọ kọ́kọ́ ẹ̀ pé ń sọ̀rọ̀, ọkọ ẹ̀ ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ ní ẹ̀tàn. Tó wá sún mi. Wọ́n tán náà wá bá mi lọ sílé nígbà tí yẹ èkú. Tó wá rí gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe. Ọlọ́mọdé yìí dẹ̀ ń sọ o. Ẹ̀yin Yorùbá gbà pé majority wa ta wà ní platform Yorùbá ni wá. Tí a bá bá ìyàwó wa àbí ọkọ wa lọ ṣe ogún ọmọ òbí ẹ̀, tí ó bá di àsìkò tẹ́ máa jó, ṣé a lè lọ bá wọn pé ẹ má pè mí pẹ̀lú ìyàwó mi o. Tí àbúrò mi ní kẹ́.
Ilé kan náà lè ti jọ kúrò. Kò ṣe pé gbá ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ wá.
Ọlọ́run owó tó kó lọ́gọ́ tó fi lọ ṣòkú, ọ̀wọ̀ èèyàn mi ló kó fún. Nígbà tó yẹ pé máa jókòó máa ké ni mò ń bẹ̀ wọ́n yẹn. Iṣẹ́ nọ́ọ̀sì dẹ̀ ni mò ń ṣe ń bí, but mi ní láísẹ̀nsì, wọ́n ti gba láísẹ̀nsì mi. Tí mò ń bẹ̀ wọ́n pé ẹjọ́ tó bá jẹ́ wípé mo ń ṣiṣẹ́ mi ni ẹ mọ̀ pé celebration of life ló máa jẹ́. Tóbi máa lówó lọ́wọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó dẹ̀ ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ má jẹ́ káàkiri wá tú. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi second born màmá mi ló kówó sí lápò tá fi lọ ṣòkú.
Ṣé òkú yẹn náà ti ní kọ́ máa pè yín pẹ̀lú àwọn yẹn náà?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wékìpì ó sọ fún wọn kọ́ má pè òun èmi àtòun pọ̀. A tún fẹ́ ṣe final burial, ó tún ní kọ́ má pè èmi àtòun pọ̀. Agbéyẹ̀ ẹ̀sìn kò tó báyìí, oníkálukú ṣàwọn pé àwọn aráàlú, àwọn ẹbí wọn á máa bu yẹ̀pẹ̀.
wọ́n dẹ̀ èmi náà dẹ̀ bu yẹ̀pẹ̀ mo ní grandma torí màmá ẹ̀ bá wa gbé àti màmá mi for 10 years nílùú yìí ní ìwà so wọ́n á ní grandma mi ní ẹ ṣé o ẹ kú tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ mi ní dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o mo dárúkọ àkọ́bí mo bu yẹ̀pẹ̀ sí màmá bí ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó bu kejì ẹ̀ wọ́n ní níkẹ́ máa gbé jọ́jọ́jọ́jọ́jọ́ àjẹkiri ẹ̀ kó bu yẹ̀pẹ̀ kankan bẹ́yẹn ọwọ́ mi bọ́ létí ilé ojú gbogbo wọn àwọn aráàlú wa sọ pé àtàlẹ́ni tó ń lé yìí àwọn àlejò tó lọ bẹ̀ ló ń sọ fẹ́mi nǹkan tọ́wọn reaction àwọn èèyàn ní ibojì yẹn pé àtàlẹ́ni tó ń lé yẹn wọn ní ṣebí ìyàwó lágbájá ní ìyá ọkùnrin kan ṣoṣo tó wà lọ́dọ̀ ó ṣòun ló ní ìyá yìí lọ gbé lọ́dọ̀ ìlú òyìnbó ni ó ga o so wọn kò mú yẹn wá ni wọn dẹ̀ ṣe gbogbo yẹn mo dẹ̀ délé àsìkò covid ni àti bẹyẹn láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bàtà tó wá délé ọkọ mi wá gbé pílò ó gbé sáàrin àwa méjèèjì èmi rí i rò pé bóyá mò ń ṣe ti ìyàwó lọ́wọ́ mo ní mò ń bínú kúrò nínú yàrá fún mo bọ́ sí pálọ̀ mo wá ń sùn lẹ́lẹ̀ pálọ̀ wàláì mo sọ pé apá ilẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀dóṣù kan mo ṣe kí ni pé kí ló wá ń bẹ̀rẹ̀.
wọn ló wù yín sùn ni bẹ́ẹ̀ sọṣù mẹ́fà ẹ ṣì ń sùn lọ.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo ṣẹ̀ wá bọ́ sí yàrá màmá mi yàrá yìí la máa ń kọ́ wọn nǹkan tá a bá fẹ́ kó lọ nàìjíríà sí mi ṣe pé ní mo ní yàrá mọ́ mi yìí mo ní mo fẹ́ kó àwọn nǹkan tó wà ń bẹ̀ kúrò wí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo fẹ́ máa sọ ọ̀nàkẹ́ no problem adẹ́jọ́ wọ̀bẹ̀ àjọkẹ́ yẹn sínú mọ́tò wa lọ́dà sí.
wọ́n ti ṣe èèyàn wọ́n bá yín clear.
ọmọlúwàbí gan-an ni ó dẹ̀ kọjá síbẹ̀ oṣù mẹ́fà ni mo lò bóyá ó lọ sọ létí àwọn èèyàn ni pé ẹ̀rí nìkẹ́ ó kúrò nílé fún mi nínú yàrá màmá ẹ̀ ló ń gbé sìn làwọn yẹn sọ fún ẹ lọ bẹ́ àwọn yẹn wá sọ fún pé ìyàwó ẹ̀ kúrò nílé fún ẹ ó dẹ̀ lẹ́nu àti sọ ìgbà wo ló ti kúrò àwọn yẹn lọ́wọ́ ṣẹ̀ wá sọ fún pé kó wá bẹ̀ ó wá wá ọjọ́ náà wá dúró sẹ́nu ọ̀nà wá fọwọ́ sórí ara ògiri báyìí ó ní gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gbàgbé jẹ́ ká máa ṣe bá ṣe ń ṣe lọ ìdálóhùn mú kan wò báyìí torí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn ló dàbí fíìmù lójú rẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ń fún mi ní emotional trauma ó fún mi ní emotional torture financially gbogbo ẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀ mo dákẹ́ mọ́ wò nígbà tí ọlọ́run máa gbé ìṣe ẹ̀ dé sísá mi ó ṣe ni mo ní covid sílẹ̀ ó yẹ kí n lọ sọ́dọ̀ ìyàwó ńkulẹ̀ but ká lọ fún prayer but mi lè lọ mo á pọ̀ wọ́n yẹn pé mo ní covid o pé mo máa isolate sí yàrá ibi tí mo wà yẹn máa woman yẹn wá sọ pé kí n jẹ́ ká máa ṣe prayer yẹn ní aago mẹ́sàn-án ẹnu prayer yẹn là wà mo lọ tọ̀ mo ní kí n wọ yàrá mi ó kàn gbọ́ pàà lọ́rùn mi bí ìgbà tí ìbá ṣe pé kọ́ yíyan níbọn ní ọrùn mo tún gbé kejì mo tún gbọ́ pàà wọ́n mi ṣẹyẹ ọfà ti bà mí wọ́n ti ta mí lọ́fà ó máa yẹn ní ẹ dùbúlẹ̀ sórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì ẹ dùbúlẹ̀ mo bá dùbúlẹ̀ bí ṣe dùbúlẹ̀ yẹn sísá mi gbọ́ nǹkan kan mú bí ṣe lọ nìyẹn ìgbà tí ọlọ́run máa kẹ́ mi bóyá mo jáporó lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì yẹn ní ìmọ̀ mo ṣàtún bára mi lẹ̀lẹ̀ ilé tí mo wá bára mi yẹn tí mo rí mo ti jábọ́ sílẹ̀ mo wá ń pe àkọ́bí mi pé kó jọ pé ọba mommy is on the floor help I'm on the floor mo wá ń bọ́ láti lẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn lọ sí ibi ilẹ̀kùn ìkejì ọmọ mi ìyẹn lọ sàlẹ̀ lọ dáná ó nígbà tó ń lọ olóhùn gbọ́ tí mo ń ṣe prayer tá à ń ṣe prayer ó ní nígbà tó wá padà bọ̀ gba inú ọ̀nà yàrá mi yẹn kọjá ó wá gun òkè pé kó máa lọ sí second floor ó ní wá ń gbóhùn mi kó wá ní this is not mommy's praying this doesn't sound like prayer ó wá sọ̀kalẹ̀ bàtọ́ wọn yẹn máa sọ̀kalẹ̀ tó ṣílẹ̀kùn báyìí ó bá mi lẹ́yìn ló bá kígbe mọ́ ọba dad.
ẹ ṣọ́gbà yín mà ẹ má bínú mà ṣọ́kọ yín ló fún yín gbárùn ni.
ọkọ mi kọ́ nǹkan tó ṣe ẹni tó ta mí ní tó bí nǹkan
pé èmi rò pé bóyá ọkọ yín lẹ́nà fún yín gbárùn lẹ́ẹ̀mejì táwa ló fún yín gbárùn.
mímọ ó dàbí bí kò ju òkú lọ.
oh like a spiritual thing.
ó ní mo ṣe ń sọ fún ẹni tájọ wà lórí fóònù yẹn pé wọ́n ti ta mí lọ́fà.
Ọlọ́run dáríjì mi bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe náà ta yín lọ́fà mo rò pé bóyá ìgbàrú tán fún yín ẹ dùn yín gan lẹ ṣe ń wò pọ́fà ni mi ò mọ̀ pé ríù ni.
lórí òní sọ ọmọ yẹn ló wá kígbe tán wá sọ̀kalẹ̀ màtọ́ wá sọ̀kalẹ̀ ọkọ mi wá jókòó sí etí bẹ́ẹ̀dì wá fi ọwọ́ sí mi ní abíyá èmi wà lẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ mi méjèèjì wọ́n try àti gbé ẹsẹ̀ mi ní kọ̀ọ̀kan wọ́n ní mo heavy gan wọ́n ní mo sọ pé mo fẹ́ yàgbẹ́ pé kó gbé mi lọ sí toilet wọ́n ní bí dẹ̀ ṣe sọ pé take me to the toilet wọ́n ní mo dẹ̀ slump báyìí sí ọkọ mi lọ́wọ́ wọ́n ní wá tẹ́ mi sílẹ̀ lẹ̀ létà ni mo wá ń gbọ́ wọ́n ní wá tẹ́ mi sílẹ̀ lẹ̀ ó wá pe kejì ọmọ mi wá sọ fún pé you call the ambulance ó wá bọ́ sísàlẹ̀ wá lọ dúró síta níwájú ilé wa ìgbà tó ṣe yẹn
wọ́n fi yín sílẹ̀ wọ́n lọ dúró sísàlẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn sẹ́lẹ̀fà àkọ́bí mi ní òun wá rí mi tí mò ń gáàsì fún ẹ̀ tí mò ń mí lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan bíi ó dàbẹ̀ pé èmi fẹ́ jáde lára mi ó wá ní mommy is dying ó ní bó ṣe rántí CPR wọn nìyẹn ó ní bó ṣe bọ́ sí ìsàlẹ̀ ó ní by then ẹni tó wà lórí fóònù pẹ̀lú àbúrò wọn ti ń béèrè pé tell me what you can see your mom doing ó ní ọmọ yẹn wá ń describe pé she's breathing once in a way in about 30 minutes or 30 seconds.
Bingo, mo bí tẹ wà mo ń gbà yẹn.
Mi ò mọ̀ mo tẹ lọ. Ọmọ yẹn ló wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe cardiac massage fún mi pẹ̀lú mátòmátò yẹn ló ń resuscitate mi ní àkọ́bí mi. Ọmọ kejì yẹn wọ́n wá ń sọ fún lórí fóònù pé don't worry if anybody can do CPR let them continue to do it the paramedics are on their way. Sister mi within ambulance ní ẹnu ọ̀nà ilé wa afẹ́ tó méjì mọ́tò wá máṣíìnì wá gbogbo ẹ̀ wá wọ́n ṣàwọlé wọ́n ṣàgé aṣọ àyà mi bó ṣe di pé kínní bó ṣe dáa fi dífì bomi nìyẹn wọ́n ṣe fún mi ṣọ́ọ̀kì nìyẹn nílùú wa ń bí tẹ bá léèyàn tó ń gbé ní UK tó bá wà lórí line.
ẹ ti lọ nìyẹn tó bá fún yín ṣọ́ọ̀kì wọ́n ń pè yín padà.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mẹ́ta ló máa ń fún wọn lù yìí tó bá ti fún wọn mẹ́ta tí ò bá ti lù.
ó lọ nìyẹn ẹni rẹ lọ.
àtọ̀ fún mi ní mẹ́ta àwọn èèyàn kan nínú àwọn tí òun yẹn wá dáhùn pé you can't leave her she still got pulse give her another one I will document it. wọ́n ní bó ṣe fún mi kẹrin wọ́n ní pulse mi bá yín increase bó ṣe fún mi karùn-ún wọ́n ní bí ṣe respond nìyẹn. ọkọ mi wà níta.
Ọlọ́run dáríjì mi bóyá ń retí kán bọ́ta yín wálẹ̀ kan lẹ́ẹ̀ ti lọ.
dádì mi àǹtí mi wọ́n ṣàgbé mi ṣàkóso hospital. ìgbà tí mo wá come round even the hospital yẹn ìgbà tí màá fi dé hospital yẹn ìwà lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ àpọ̀ mi ti lọ mo kàn ń sọ̀rọ̀ bíi odi ni. ṣé mo yìí sọ̀rọ̀ nínú ilé tí mo bá àwọn paramedics ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ tí mo ní mo fẹ́ lọ tọ́ílẹ̀tì nígbẹ̀ngbọ̀n mi sẹ́ẹ̀.
lálọ́ gbẹ́ wá fi wà lọ hospital.
Ọlọ́run nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi èmi ló yí mò ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ 2 weeks ni ọ̀sẹ̀ kẹta ló dá mi padà sílé tí mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí mi.
mo bá yín yọ̀ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ wá lọgìlẹ wá lò nulẹ yẹn.
ẹ ṣé o wọn wà nulẹ nígbà mo dé hospital mo ti sọ fún pé má jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lé o àbọ̀tọ̀ wọn yòókù gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wá ń bẹ̀ mí kí má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kí má ṣe.
wọ́n bẹ̀yìn.
kò báyìí mo ní sókè á máa bọ̀.
but ṣé rí tẹ́lẹ̀ tó gbé yín dé hospital yẹn wọ́n lè náà mọ̀ nǹkan kan ń pẹ́ ẹ.
ìyá mi yẹn máa wo ń tẹ̀mí nígbà tí kó ló ẹ má di aláṣejù pàtó ẹ pé láti ilẹ̀ àwọn aláṣejù ni mí èmi ni mò ń jà èmi ni mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ ọkọ ẹ ò ń sọ̀rọ̀ kò lè jẹ́ kó ọkàn tán kò lè sọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu ẹ̀ tán ìwọ ló oníjọ̀gbọ̀n ò dákẹ́. bàtà àwa tún ní òkè ẹni ká dáríjì àti dáríjì o àti ìlú oṣù mẹ́ta ló bá nẹ́gbọ́n ẹ̀ ń bọ̀ ó bá nù káwọn ọmọ mi lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ó má kọ́ wọn lọ. mo ní èyí tí mo fi síkì tí mo fi tọwọ́ ba ìtẹ́ ọ̀run mo ní kò sọmọ yẹ ẹ tó ní ẹ ló ìyá alágbájá ó máa pẹ̀lẹ́ kí lára ti ṣe ó wá fẹ́ kó àwọn ọmọ mi lọ ibi tí wọ́n ti fẹ́ mi kó àwọn ọmọ mi lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ló bá yà láti bí September ìgbà tó máa di December mo ti ní strange feeling lára mi wá pé mo send voice note sí wá mo ní ìṣègùn voice note tí mo send sí ìṣègùn orí
so voice note lè fún wa communicate inú ilé.
èmi ń gbé first floor òun gbé second floor.
Jésù àìmọye even as we speak gan àwọn kan ṣì ń live bẹ́yẹn even now nǹkan ṣì ń live bẹ́yẹn.
mo bá bọ́ta ní yàrá mi bá dúró sẹ́nu ọ̀nà mo bá ní pé mo bá ń pè pé ó má sọ kalẹ̀ ni torí ó sọ fún mi lórí fún pé òun lọ bí iṣẹ́ òun ò ní time àti bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ òun ò tiẹ̀ fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ní.
ẹ ṣe mo ti fún yín ní extra 3 minutes sí kẹfì bá mi round up torí mi gan fẹ́ gbọ́ ẹ̀ǹtì.
ká kí n má fọ̀rọ̀ gùn mo ṣàfi ìjọ̀gbọ̀n fà wá sísàlẹ̀ ló bá pe àwọn ọmọ kan ọmọ sọ̀kalẹ̀ kó wá jókòó mi ní kílẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ fẹ́ ra ṣe èmi àti ẹ̀ lálọ́rọ̀.
how old làwọn ọmọ yín gbà yẹn.
They were, I think my firstborn was 22, and secondborn was about be 18. Anyway, then the thirdborn was about be 10, 12. Mo ṣáà ní mi ní bọ́tà ló bá wá ẹ ṣe àmọ́ pé àwọn ẹ̀ tí wà ń bí wọ́n bá mi ń yàrá bá dúró sẹ́nà ó fẹ́ kí n kúrò nínú ilé yìí ni but fún mi di end of the month máa kúrò mo ní tó bá jẹ́ nǹkan tó fẹ́ ní èmi náà ò ní di end of the month nínú ilé yìí òun náà lẹ́yìn ni kò kúrò mo ní máa pa mí láì tó ọjọ́ mi mo ní tí wọ́n bá jó níjọ̀gbọ̀n wọn gbà pé oníjọ̀gbọ̀n ni mi ṣùgbọ́n bó ṣe wà silent killer nìyẹn òun ní pa mí láì tó ọjọ́ mi kí n má fọ̀rọ̀ gùn ó kẹrù ẹ̀ lọ ó mú wọ ẹjọ́ yẹn ó múra ó lọ bí iṣẹ́ ìgbà tó máa wá lọ́sàn wá kẹrù ìgbà tó máa di January tọ́jú oṣù ọdún tó ń tún ta bọ́ sí ó kó gbogbo ẹrù ẹ̀ bó ṣe lọ nínú ilé yìí nìyẹn lọ́wọ́ èèyàn bá tún ní kí ló máa ṣe mo bá ní òkè kí má ìgbà tó ti sọ mí lórí ẹnu pẹ́ láṣìjù ni mí bá tún kí ẹ̀bẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ mo bá tún bẹ̀ ẹ mọ tó máa sọ fún mi.
lẹ́yìn tẹ́lẹ̀ wọn lọ ẹ wá tún lọ bẹ̀ wọ́n.
àwọn ní bẹ̀ wọ́n mo bá tún bẹ̀ ìwọ bá ń sọ fẹ́ mi.
káwọn fámìlì nìyẹn àbí.
àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi ló sọ pé kí n lọ bẹ̀ wọ́n tó wá sọ fún mi tó tí mo fi wá ní pé wàá pentagon ni ó ní kémi lọ sọ fún àwọn fámìlì mi lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kó lọ sí family house ọ̀hún kó lọ máa bẹ̀ wọ́n bẹ̀.
tó bá jẹ́ yìí náà ní ń kọ́ ibẹ̀ yìí lẹ lọ bẹ̀ wọ́n kí ló dé tí wọn ò wá ní fún yín ní wọ́n fún yín ní kíní ó fẹ́ mi padà bí onídìí mi ó yá jẹ́ káwọn ẹbí ẹ lọ rábàbà lọ́dọ̀ ẹbí mi kí ló fi ń ṣe èèyàn.
yorùbá family rẹ ní problem èmi àti ẹ̀ la ní problem wàá solve ẹ̀ tábà dẹ̀ ti rí solve oníkálukú dúró láàyè I won't call any of my family torí ẹ̀ tábà rí ẹnikẹ́ni tó wà lórí platform yìí tọ́kọ ẹ̀ ò bá sanwó orí ẹ̀ dìde ẹ jẹ́ kó sanwó orí yín. I did registry marriage with him with the kini conclusion tàbá débi.
kí lẹ rò pé owó orí máa ṣe kí lẹ owó orí ń ṣe.
ẹ máa gbọ́
ó kàn béèrè ní ẹ lọ́ọ́ má jẹ́ afẹ́ wèrè bí wèrè bá sanwó orí ẹ wèrè náà ṣì ní.
sísá mi kì í ṣe wípé owó orí yẹn nìkan tá à ń sọ bí kò ṣe wípé kí ọ̀wọ́n bí ẹ̀kọ́ mọ ilé ibi tó ti jáde.
ó wá sí àsè.
níṣẹ́ èrè lówó orí tó ń sọ ìbí mostly wọn máa ń dá padà fún wọn nísìn.
Because no mo understand significance yẹn pé tó bá sanwó orí wọn máa mọra wọn àìmọye àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n fẹ́ délédélé tí gbogbo ẹbí mọra wọn àìmọye but things still happen.
In other words, what I'm just the reason why I say my own is because many women are dying in marriage, either physical death or
silent one or emotional one.
Emotional death. Wow. If you know this marriage cannot work, feel it. Ẹ jẹ́ wá tún jẹ́ fún mi 1 minute sí. Àwọn ọmọ
tẹ́lẹ̀ 1 minute ni ẹ jẹ́ fún yín 1 minute ẹ bá mi round up máa fún yín 1 minute.
Lórí ọmọ torí wọ́n sọ pé torí ọmọ làwọn ṣe dúró àwọn ọmọ tí èmi sọ wípé èmi ń bo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ fún wọ́n rí nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀.
Wọ́n rí.
Ìgbà tí mo wá ní kí bàbá wọn jáde ìyá mi wọ́n dìde báyọ̀ mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta wọ́n dìde ogun tì mí ni. mo ti dìyà burúkú lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ mi.
Hold on,
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ.
rewind, máa fún yín time sí. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn wá bínú pé ẹni kí bàbá àwọn jáde.
Bínú pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni lórí orúkọ mi làwọn ọmọ mi fi ń gba bọ́sìrì. Ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n máa ráìtì abáráyàn tó wà ní England, wọ́n máa ráìtì ẹni tó ní dọ́kúmẹ́ǹtì tó fi ń gba bọ́sìrì. Oyè báyìí la máa fún wọn, tó bá lóṣù báyà fún wọn ní kìíní, oṣù kejì, oṣù ìgbà báyà fún wọn kejì, ìgbà báyà fún wọn kẹta. Àwọn ọmọ mi máa gbowó mi mọ bó ṣe ń ṣòwò. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan dí ìdí gbègbó òlùlẹ̀ nígbà tí bàbá wọn ṣe jáde.
Kí lẹ́yìn rò pé kí lẹ rò pé why are they not, did they not see what happened, or are they seeing something different than what is happening?
Sister mi, nígbà tí ẹnu méjì bá ti ń tọ ọmọ kò ṣe ń tó dáa. When he was home, when I tell the children to do this, á pè wọ́n sókè. I saw something different fún wọn. Ìgbà tó jáde kọ́lẹ́jì tí wọ́n ní ọmọ yìí jókòó sílé, jẹ́ kó lọ ṣe voluntary work kó lè dé reference.
Ó ti yé mi nǹkan tọkùnrin tó lò. So ẹ̀yin ni strict mom, àwọn máa fà wọ́n mọ́ra, àwọn máa ṣe the good dad.
Up till now, àwọn tó bá wà London wọ́n á mọ ibi tó jẹ́ Woolwich Ferry. Wọ́n pàdé ọmọ Nàìjà kan bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún ọmọ mi wáṣẹ ìjọ. Ó ní ara fún wọn nọ́mbà mi, àǹtí nọ́mbà mi nìyí. Pàtí gbọ́dá yẹn tó gba nọ́mbà tó pọ̀ wọn mọ́ mi tó sẹ́ndì kìíní sí wọn, wọ́n lọ sọ fún bàbá wọn ní wọn gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe. Bàbá wọn pè mí, ó sọ fún mi pé ọmọ wọn ò lè ṣe, wọn lè ṣiṣẹ́ ìdọ̀tí ń du yìí, wọn lè ṣe kíní kan, ọmọ 25 years àti 23 years.
Cherry, wọ́n máa rádà torí pé wọ́n fẹ́ spite yín, wọ́n máa rádà bá yé àwọn ọmọ jẹ́ to spite you. Àwọn obìnrin kan náà dẹ̀ wà bẹ́ẹ̀, wọ́n á bá yé ọmọ jẹ́ to spite their husband.
Mo wá dúró lórí ẹsẹ̀ mi. If your child can be telling you, I'm an adult, when I'm in school, I'm free. When I'm home, I feel trapped. Mo wá dúró lórí ẹsẹ̀ mi pé ẹ ti dá dọ̀tí òkè, ìyẹn náà dà. Nǹkan tẹ́ bá máa ṣe, mo yàn dá yẹn lọ máa ṣe. Àwọn èèyàn mi wọ́n bá mi jà. Èèyàn fọmù sílẹ̀, wọ́n ní wọ́n gọ̀ ní ìwọ̀n náà gọ̀. Tẹ́bí bá ń pa wọn ọmọ ibi tó máa ti jẹun. Wọ́n gọ̀. Ọlọ́run á fún wọn lóye, ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àtòjì Kristi bá mi fi fún wọn, ẹ jẹ́ kó wà láyé wọn. Èyí tó jẹ́ kékeré, mo máa ń pè jókòó, máa ń fi ọ̀rọ̀ bọ ni. Ni o gbọ́dọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́, o bá ti gbá iná yẹ báyìí iṣẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ṣé o ti rí wọn láì fún wọn sórí wọn? At 25 and 23. 25 tẹ̀ yìí lọ ṣe jẹ́sì, ẹyọkan lọ́sẹ̀, ẹyọkan ní ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì lóṣù kan. Ìyẹn yìí lọ 23 kò ṣe nǹkan kan, ó wà lé. Gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá ní kó ṣe báwọn bá ti sọ fún bàbá wọn máa ní kó má ṣe ni. So marriage tẹ bá ti ń rí i pé ó máa affect yín, máa affect àwọn ọmọ yín, kéèyàn kúrò nínú ẹ̀ is the best thing. Along the line, ilé tààrà tó ní òfẹ́ gbórúkọ ẹ̀mẹ́ tó sáì pé òfẹ́ ṣe nǹkan kan sí, ó lọ gbéwèé.
Mọ́mí ẹjọ́ bá wa round up, bá ti fún ní more extra minutes, ẹjọ́. Ó lọ fún round up.
Gbogbo obìnrin tó bá wà níbí is a lesson. A lot of people are still in the trap.
Ẹ ṣé gan ma, God bless you. That was a... Ta ni moderator tó ń turn off my microphone, you know?
I'm so sorry. The sound of your food. I'm sorry.
Okay, Olu, Tifumi, are you ready? Yes, it's your turn. Gbọ́yìn. Nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ wọn filter ẹlẹ́kẹ̀ẹ́.
I will put this off and then I'll start all over again. I want us to listen to other women's experiences in their marriages. A lot of women are crying and they are suffering in silence. They can't speak out. But in this kind of a thing, there are places where you sit down and you listen to other people's experiences and how they have handled it. Okay? So part 2 will be on that. Please stay tuned and then I'll put it off and then I'll start all over again.